and ready, prepped. Oh. Bro, I got a half-pound cookie. You want to see it? Alright, I just started my stream. Let me know when you can see. And I will show you my half-pound cookie. I'm gonna fuck up.
Root beer for me. During commercials, we throw the ball around.
Loading.
Sounds like something to go home for. It is.
Loading. Bing
When I
bong.
go back, we still do it. Except now I drink real beer. Oh man. I paid to have that bat in my collection. That's a lot of money for that piece of wood.
Wow, dude, look at this.
Yeah. I mean, take away the fact that DiMaggio's
We got a druid mask, blessed. We're putting that on right now. Oh shit, that looks sick. Dorian's gonna go nuts.
You stand in front of one of the balls that works. The chaos fades away and you see the discipline.
Clothing blessed, dude? Fuck me, dude.
Like when DiMaggio stepped up to the plate. Great art has a broader
30 rune book? Whoa.
What is that container?
bat was used to set the all-time hit streak record the same year
Special hair dye. A rare lantern. Oh shit, look at my guy, bro.
I know.
Backpack dyes.
Time and place and emotion.
The hell's that from?
This
Is it
bat
from
Stream.
These pennants got this country through some tough times. We still do.
That's super cool.
Something to root for. And if you work hard, swing through the fences.
Oh yeah, show me your cookie.
Oh, yo, look at my guy. Look at that backpack, dude.
We can't see all this. Oh man.
check to see if it has, I was gonna say, does it have a charge on it?
Yeah, I used it. Look at that cookie, dude.
Jesus.
Oh, half-pound cookie of greatness, dude.
Looks like a cheeseburger. I love it.
Oh,
Twitch stream is now live.
oh my god.
I thought they were giving you a torch.
I have it in my bag.
Oh,
Or a lantern.
is it a lantern or a torch? Or you got both?
What is that? A You a Forever skill book? What does the skill book do?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Hey, wizard.
Probably just gives you 1 point, so it's good.
No, I thought you could store your skills in.
Awesome.
'Cause all the other streamers were calling it a skill ball. Like they're gonna sell them 7x skill ball.
I think you can transfer a skill that you've worked up
That's what.
onto it, and then you sell it to someone or give it to someone, and they can put that skill on instantly.
Oh.
That's what skill ball does.
I think that's what it does. Yeah, but in this instance, you have to work the skill up. I believe. I'm not too sure.
Just have to ask Tony.
Yeah.
I thought they implemented a skill item like that a long time ago.
Is that only if that druid mask was dyeable? That's pretty sexy looking.
Bro.
It's a good necro piece.
It's blessed. I got a clothing blessed, dude.
Nice. Put that on your black robe.
I just used 2 of those.
Oh yeah, dude. We got hair dye? Nice. Dude, you see that rune book? Look at that rune book.
Mm-hmm. That's the ultimate
Dude, that's
Dexter's book.
That is how you fucking live it up, bro.
Sell that for 2 million, buy yourself a castle.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'd be worth that much.
To those damn PKs? Hell yeah, it is. What's... Can you show your bag to see the container that's in? All that stuff came in?
Magician starter pack.
That's so cool.
Yep. It's badass.
Oh, that container alone is super cool.
What's fucking dope, dude, is this right here. It's 500 of every reg, and I got Eye of Newts.
No shit.
500 Eye of Newt.
Holy crap. It's like $1 million. Those shits are like 5 to 6 a piece.
Then I got 50 Mark Scrolls and 100 Recall.
What the heck's Eye of Newt?
Invis potions and mana potions. Take those. Dude. If you drop those off, I can make you potions at some point.
Or I can just
Whenever
sell
you
it and make money.
You could.
I want to know what the skill book's for.
Double click it.
No, they'll fuck something up.
Well, it's just gonna open a book and tell you what you can do.
You
should
need
always
to have
it.
a skill ball in your backpack.
Oh. Yeah, okay. So it just holds your skill balls. That's cool. How do you get a skill ball?
I'm assuming from a boss drop or random loot.
Whoa,
Where
what?
they're made. Who knows?
Please select your 7 skills.
Yeah, see? It's a 7x skill ball.
So I have a 7x GM guy right here.
You could give all those skills onto there and then sell that character.
Wait. What?
What?
It's a 7x.
Looks like it's giving you skills.
No,
Maybe it works different.
No, it's gonna take your 7 skills and put it in that book. It's like a 7x skill ball. All the other streamers are talking about it.
Checking.
Ah.
Because they said they're gonna sell their 7x skill character.
Huh.
So say you had 7x taming. You could sell that GM tamer.
Oh my
Like-
god.
You know what I mean?
I get a full spell book.
I would assume.
The rune book's fucking sexy as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Oh, dude, I've never seen a 30.
Are you far enough up on past the black that you're not in the stealing zone?
It doesn't matter. None of this can be stolen.
Oh,
Everything that I put on my body is blessed.
okay.
I have special hair dye, blessed.
Try it. What color do you get? Or you don't want to use it on?
I don't want to use it on. I like the backpack though, bro.
I know, that was legit.
That's fucking dope. And that I can cast with my lantern on? Spell channeling? Come on.
Both that torch and that are costly as fuck on their little vendor.
Okay, it doesn't take any of your skills. It is literally just a book that grants a skill.
Are you serious?
Stop it. So
Yeah.
I have my GM tamer right now? Is what
I
you're
didn't
telling me?
I don't think was Tamer on there.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think taming was in there.
Please hold.
There's no way taming's in
Vet, animal lore.
I posted it.
there. Yeah.
healing.
There's no way.
Mace, magery.
Oh, so that's what they meant. They're selling their 7x skill ball, which is basically the 7 skills you can give to someone. Yeah, there's
Wow.
no way taming was in there.
I'd be sick if taming was there.
Yeah. You notice they took some out, like the crafting ones. And
Yeah,
shit.
you're not
Can
getting a
any
GM
player
crafter.
buy that donation item?
Yeah, I
that
get
one, no.
that
No.
one is specially given.
The
Oh,
top
okay.
5 got that, yeah. That's still cool for an alt. You can just skip right ahead. That makes more sense. Cool.
Oh shit, they even have dyes you can put on your animals, your monsters.
Yeah, you can dye your
Rare
monsters and shit. Yeah, it's fucking dope.
Do what? Did they
Even
just?
the meta pets, you can dye them.
Oh, I was gonna say, did they just add that? I didn't see that.
Clothing blessed. Should I put that on my fucking on that black robe?
I would.
I did.
Yeah. That makes the most sense.
I mean, it's not too expensive to get another clothing blesteed once you figure out how to use that magma cloth.
A what?
Your magma cloth that you got.
Oh yeah.
Cause that in a robe would be sick.
Yes. Bro, I cannot believe I have a 30 fucking charge book. That's fucking stupid.
Mm-hmm.
I think you can craft high charge rune books,
Yeah, but
which
basically
is pretty dope.
It was like 15 or 20.
Yeah.
the issue with this server is like everything needs 120 and we're so fresh that like getting the 105, 110, 115, 120 for all that crap is gonna take a bit.
Nice. That's done. Dude, that's massive.
That's what she did say.
That's what she said. What? Second. Oh god. Ugh. Bro, I'm kind of excited about this this fucking lunch and learn. Bro, look at my guy now. Look how fucking sick he looks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude. Let's go.
Even with that other mask, you'd still look sick.
What other mask? Oh, I'm keeping that on whatchamacallit. I like pasta.
How much for your torch?
I don't know. What does it cost? That bitch made his house bigger.
Too much money.
Considering there's only, what, 3 or 4 out there
Or the torches?
of the lantern? Yeah.
Oh, you can buy those for gold off the thing. It's just expensive as fuck.
What? That color?
The torch? Oh, I don't know. I
Yeah.
didn't see what color. I didn't see what color the torch. lit
It's, the hue is Paragon, 1486.
up. Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, see, look at the color. Look, like an orangey color.
No, not the lantern. You have a torch too, or just a
No,
lantern?
lantern.
Oh, okay. Never
No one likes fucking torches.
Me?
Torches, the fuck.
I'm old school.
Dude, this is fucking 13.5 ABV. All right. I gotta get back and try to get me some bowls and while we wait on the boys. Shit. Wow, that guy hit me one fucking time, huh? Kind of a dick move there, bud. Oh, he's a fucking orc mage. God damn. I didn't. Is he an orc mage? Yep, he's an orc mage. Fuck. Of course he's gonna be coming after me. It's not really what I thought he was just a basic bitch. He's an ogre.
Can you guys see if the UO Evermore site's up? I'm trying to reach it and it seems to be down.
What do you mean? It's down? I'm dead.
I
Again.
can't get to it. I'm wondering if it's down.
Dude, he walks so fucking fast, bro. Like, fuck you, dude.
Evermore? I figured since he was here, it was done.
Wait, what?
Or, yeah. How about OverDrive?
Oh, OverDrive. OverDrive's in.
I gotta get over to the place. So I'm gonna have to dump provocation for sure. Somebody in here? Oh, I thought there was somebody in here. What did he say? Better watch his mouth.
I'll be back.
Might die on him. I want to go down there. I'm gonna go over here. Is that where I want us at? Yes. No. Yes. Oh, he's this way. Okay. What is that? I get some taming in before I get over and fucked up. Maybe like a minute or two. Yeah, 2 minutes. That's fine. We got 2 minutes. Did somebody pass away?
In real life?
Yeah, Taylor Hawkins did. I was right. Hold on a second.
A day or two ago, yeah. Yeah, the Foo Fighters. The Foo Fighters guy passed. Yeah, a day or
The
two.
drummer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, 39 seconds.
Drummer love.
Sucks. So
I wonder how much money they made. Oh, by the way, I'm back.
ooh,
Evermore.
Evermore? You mean OverDrive?
OverDrive. Yeah, I keep saying the wrong name.
Yeah, I know. Why?
I don't know.
It's kind of weird.
I think there used to be a shard that was Evermore, though.
There was.
There was.
We played it.
I just don't remember it too well.
Oh, we remember you.
It was a come and go.
Just kidding.
I was thinking, I'm like, did I do something bad?
Yes, yes, you did.
No, I don't think so.
No, he was with the bad people. That's all.
Magic Man wasn't with the bad people.
Yeah, he was.
You were, who were you with?
I don't know.
Who was he with?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just kidding.
Oh,
Didn't he run around with the bad people at the end?
No,
Are you sure?
I'm dead serious.
I don't think I stayed on Evermore too long. I usually play solo.
I remember you were good for a little bit, and then I thought you went with the bad people.
Nope.
On UO Outlands, I am in a very large guild. But other than that, I run pretty solo usually.
No, not in there. I don't think. So he didn't run around with Akasha and them at the end?
No.
What about...
I know Akasha, but I'm not like good friends with him.
What about those dude with the castle that kept PKing everyone?
No,
They
that
went
guy
in
was
his
his
cave?
own thing.
Well, then I apologize, because I remember you as being bad at the end.
The cave house?
There's the dudes that had, like, shit before it was out. They had this giant castle next to the mining caves, and then they would run in there and PK anyone that was trying to use them. But not that you were there, just with those people. Because I thought...
That sounds like Outlands.
No, it was on Evermore. It's just... For some reason, I had a bad taste in my mouth at the end with your name, and I don't think that's...
There was a guy going around impersonating.
Maybe that's it.
I'll just throw that out there. There was a guy. I think he ended up getting his name changed or banned.
Yeah, it wasn't him.
Okay, that makes sense then. Because I remember your name when it first
I don't
started.
like the grief either.
I was like, I remember your name, and you were a cool guy, and everyone was talking about you, and I saw you on the streams and stuff, because that's where I met everyone here is on Evermore. And then towards the end of Evermore, I was like, well, what happened to Magic Man? He's not cool anymore.
Nah, man, I didn't do nothing bad. That's not me.
And then I saw you in here, and I was like, this motherfucker.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I do PK newbie shit. It's kind of part of the game, but I would never like sit there and like make someone miserable in the game. Cause then you don't want anybody to like log out and not want to play the game.
But most people
Everybody
do,
wants
though.
to play.
Most PvPers are like, fuck that.
Yeah, I
You
know.
know, they're kind of dicks about it.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. I'm glad you...
I do play Thieves, but I never really tried to.
Yeah, I remember that. Like, no, you didn't do anything to me. It was just like the name was synonymous in my mind with Akasha and them, like the bad crowd at the end.
I used to be good friends with him, but kind of toxic.
You could have just been running around with them doing stuff together, you know. And for me, in my mind, it was like, oh, you're one of them now, you know.
Oh yeah, nah, I won't let that define me.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I help people out or play alongside of people all the time, but I don't take up their traits.
But even then, like, I have no bad taste towards them. Different game, different server. Like, I don't take grief to another platform. You know what I mean? So like, they're here.
Now Rust. If you ever play Rust with me, I'm gonna sit outside your base and be like,
Rust is fucking garbage. I hate that game.
If you play Rust,
I
you
fucking
the
hate that
only
game,
way-
dude.
That's the only way to even function in that game anymore. I swear. You can't play the game in peace. I have to mute. Sometimes it's that bad.
Yeah, I won't even play it. I bought it for $5 and gave it back 3 hours later. No, it wasn't even 3 hours, like 2 hours. I literally
another game that was really great but kind of suffered the same result was Last Oasis.
that game is
I
garbage
love
too.
that game, but it died because I think partially because of that. That and like the content wasn't really finished.
Yeah.
Bro,
Like a
if
lot of
that
PvM.
thing is spell channeling, why the fuck did it just come off?
You've got some setting in Razor that's
Yeah.
doing it.
It's like a little checkbox.
It's so important.
Hold on, let me see. Which one is it?
What do I desire?
Options, additional options.
It might be in like combat or something.
Options, additional options.
There it is. But it doesn't recoup, which is fuck, or re-equip, which is dumb.
It's supposed to.
Yeah, it's not though. It's fine.
Don't forget to save it to your profile, because if you don't, the next time you log in, it's going to be there.
Oh, that's right. I always do that. Always fucking do that. General and then save. Okay. But I'm getting fucking gains off these turtles. Or these frogs. So I'm fucking stoked. So I'm going to make my third account. I think I'm going to get a Barchi.
Oh, you want me to start saving this?
Yeah, because I think that's what I'm going to run with my mage. Damn it. My anti-mage.
Okay. So not like a Hallie mage, or just
It's similar like a Hallie mage.
Because what I was reading for forever and this shit like here, that they don't do well because it's, I don't know.
Well, they'd be really good if you could use the specials with weapons, but
Yeah.
because the special for the Herberti or whatever the fuck it's called, it's like stun and dismount or something.
Yeah, so they're like, you're better, like every forum I read, because I was making one too, they're like, you're better going full dex or full mage or some shit. Or like a tank mage, but not like a Hallie mage.
We'll have to see. We'll have to see, because I'm not sure how it works.
Like poison mage, Dexter.
You can do that, because you can poison your weapon, as well as cast poison, so you can double up poison. Take a little fucking breather. Dude, I got this with Teto and Tony, and then I got to get over to fucking Vivify and go over all the stuff. Get all the training and stuff ready to go.
Yeah, don't you have that thing coming up here in like 20 minutes?
Yeah, they're going to be on. I'm
10 minutes?
talking to them. 10, 15 minutes. So I'm excited about that. That's cool as fuck. So we'll see how that goes. But I am looking forward to boating on this server. They got pretty crazy cannons and shit. Have you seen the boats on this?
Hell yeah! I never actually got to play with the boating on the server.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking sick. They showed me. I gotta set up all my spells, everything. It's fucking insane.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are experiencing
Technical difficulties. It is like the ambience, it's the ambient temperature and the ambiance of my house right now. I don't take naps, and I'm ready to nap right now, bro. Yeah, I'm so like relaxed, and I'm drinking.
That's the life.
Just chill, relax, you know? It's kind of where I'm at. D. Where's he at?
Checking to see if he's in chat.
Oh, he ain't here. He's kind of a jerk. Or he's been that way, I should say.
It says he's online playing.
I just fucking close this. I just
Yeah,
alt F4.
He was on when I got on. In game.
He's on, but he's not here.
Oh, the asylum dungeon isn't open on this. The sister chart. It's like literally one of the coolest dungeons.
Asylum's on.
Trying to run inside it won't. Can't get.
I got 2 hours left, dude.
Maybe I have to be unmounted.
It's actually a good question. That I don't know.
Yeah, it's not. It's not open.
Hmm. Stupid ass frog. The cookie is so sweet, dude. So good, though. I don't even care.
The Earth, that's here.
Damn it.
That's home. That's us. On it, everyone you love, everyone you know.
Find Tam and a blow up in this bitch.
Every human being who ever was.
Of course.
The aggregate of our joy and suffering. Confident religions, ideologies, and economic doctrines. Every hunter and forager. Every hero and coward. Every creator and destroyer of civilization. Lived there. On the mote of dust.
Bro, we need power hour.
Sunbeam.
You know how sick that'd be? E-hour, E-hour.
I think they should do some type of milestone thing where, like, if they hit a certain milestone for like Discord or in the game, or for certain things that they turn Power Hour on, or they do some type of like server-wide, event or something.
Well, I mean, they did the.
They did that double XP, which got me through like 10 points. Which was kind of cool. You know? The other thing you got to bring around with you, bro, is bales of hay.
Is where we make our stand.
Oh, I saw that video.
Looks like that's what we're going to be. Fucking farmers up in this bitch. Just dropping bales of hay on bitches.
Preserve and cherish.
I saw a bunch of people crafting that shit, or like it was all over town, like within the first couple of days. I was wondering why.
It's because you can't run over it or something?
It's it blocks it's a line of sight issue.
Holy shit, that's crazy.
Yep, so you drop a bale of hay and they get fucked.
Just
There-
create a macro to drop it in front of you and pick it back up after you're done casting.
Well, like the video that he was watching, they were like blocking people off with it so they couldn't escape.
What the fuck is that? Oh, my bad. Man. Hold on, I gotta read what you just posted, dude. I gotta read what you just posted. Do.
Dude, I love it. It's like how And the whole stream is gonna be like
Yo,
bitching and
she-bitch.
complaining about dying and how you can't escape.
Let's go.
That would be so funny.
Nice. Warrior starting pack. Bard starting pack. Nice.
So Kenji, you're saying all that's on the vendor now?
So this is
No,
all.
this is just stuff that they give out as like rewards. So essentially, we'll just need some of the items that Ox got.
Oh.
What's up, Dorian? I have that book. Bro, I'm slick. I'm slick. I'm slick. It's a different character. It's totally a different character. This guy's will be getting a hold of me here soon. Dorian, look what I got. It's a rare lantern. The Hue Paragon. Oh, look at what I got. Look. Ready?
New follower.
Anorex, what's going on? Why do you want to teach people to survive encounters with me? They want to teach me. So everyone gets to watch. Fuck, are they trying to... Oh, they've got a hold of me yet. Thank you guys for that. Appreciate the follows. Yeah. Jace, what's up?
New follower.
It's actually not what I wanted to show you. Where did the lantern come from? Where did the book come from? Thank you guys for the follows. I do appreciate it. Here, let me show you something. Hold on. I don't want to do it that way. Let me be smart about this. Because you normally target people who PVM instead of PvP and you only look... Oh, God. Shit talking starting. Here it goes.
Hello, hello.
What's up, sir?
All right, how are y'all?
Fucking great, dude. Get to sport some stuff around. Please hold. I'm going to show this off. Oh, don't want to go there. Sorry, YOLO forever. I want to go over to OverDrive. I know. I didn't want to be online until then. There we go. It's not. I was painting earlier. Dorian.
See, I pulled up your stream before and you were painting. That's really cool.
Yeah, I'm an idiot. I do painting. Look at this, Dorian. Technically, it's makers and crafting. Chase Owens is not wrong. We are making dreams come true and we're crafting happiness. Used to paint Warhammer. Well, I do everything 250 size bigger. So, let me show you real quick before we get started because everyone's going to start asking since you had to go say something. So, this is what I'm working on right now. I started this morning. So, it's 250 size bigger than it should be.
New follower.
So, I did that this morning, kind of fucking around using shadows and lighting. Yeah. I did my little birds. I'm fucking most happy about the birds, man.
New follower.
Thank you guys for the follows. I appreciate that. So there's a, he's got a frog back here. Got a little, yeah. So we're getting that shading in there. It's all airbrushed except for the tongue and the eyeball. You can't get that kind of detail with the eyes. I got that. We were supposed to finish this today because it's a present for my sister because she used to play a WoW. WoW. So I did this last weekend. And,
Oh, wow.
yeah, and that's color shift painting on the gems. This has it as well. Color shift painting on this, on the... So yeah, it's, you know, whatever. Anyways, so yeah, I do stupid shit all the time. I waste money.
You're minimizing it, but that stuff is like really, really like impressive.
It's like a Ninja Troll post meth today. Well, I mean, yes, he got into some meth and he started seeing things and turned into a shaman. What are you gonna do? But I wanted to show Dorian this. Of all things,
that-
Dorian
that
needs to see
peyote?
this right here. Yeah, peyote, right? Hey, Dorian, look at my druid mask. It's Dorian's favorite, one of his favorite masks. So I just want to let you know, Tito, I have leave it in my chest. Yeah, just like Jordan and fucking Suwu. Want me to just leave it in there just so all the good things happen when you open the door? You fucker. Anyways, all right. So where Tito? Where do you want to meet at?
So, I'm trying to figure out. I'm gonna bring you there.
Okay.
The challenge is, and I don't want to say this out loud, but
Hold on, then. Wait 1 second. Okay, you can say what you want without being saying out loud. Okay. This is very true. You're not wrong in that perspective. Yeah, I do have a nice pretty house. No. I didn't think I'd have to say this name out loud. Chief Smackaho. Smakaho. Never actually had to think I had to say it out loud. Tony! Does Tony want to come in here?
what we're trying to teach you today is not necessarily how to, take a PK out. It's really, hey, I just want to get out of here and survive, right? Like that's really the goal, is just to survive.
Right.
And so I'm just going to give you some tips on what you can do. And the truth is, you have to just, as a UO veteran, you just have to come with terms that, you're going to die. Like
You don't leave. Well, you don't leave without things that you can afford to lose.
Exactly. That's actually one of my first points is you got to understand you're going to die. You got to, when you leave to go to a dungeon, you need to take anything you're willing to lose. And then, you have to have a plan to make sure you're not mad when you die, as more than what you regularly would be. There's a couple of things. So the first thing is we have a stuck function in the help menu. So if you are in the middle of nowhere and you die, you can use that help function, and that can send you back to, I believe it sends you back to Britain if you're if you're blue. The next thing, and I don't know if you have this, do you have a ring of forgiveness?
Not on this guy.
Okay, so for those of you listening, if you don't have a ring of forgiveness, what it is it's an item you can use once every 12 hours, and what it does is it sends you back to the Britain healer, or it sends you back to the Bucks healer if you're red. And let me see what the phrase is. Hold on a second. Ring of forgiveness. It's a phrase you say out loud.
Yeah, it's was it? I like to see a healer or some shit, or
yeah, something like that. Sometimes the frustrating part is just like, okay, I'm out in the middle of nowhere. Like, what do I do?
Right.
So yeah, if you kind of keep those things in mind, I seek forgiveness is what you type out loud. Okay. So there's just a couple of other things you want to make sure when you're out in the dungeon. You have to assume, especially you, Oxford. I mean, you're streaming. Like people know, they know exactly where you are. You got to know where your ins and outs are. You got to know what your escape plan is. You kind of got to think about that the entire time.
Right.
One of the most helpful things you can have is a recall macro. Do you have a recall macro?
I've set 0 macros up. Full transparency. Okay. I know how to make them, but I haven't gotten all that set up just yet. I haven't really needed to. Until now, right?
So Tony has a great command. It's for your rune book, and it is bracket. And I'll send this to you.
Okay.
In Discord. What is the rune to Britain for you? What is the name of the rune?
It's a good question. Let me see. Because I got a couple of them. Brit Eastbank.
Okay, is it Brit? I'll just send this to you and you can make changes.
Yeah.
So if you type this command and you have a recall scroll if you have a charge in your rune book, you will automatically start recalling.
Oh, yes. So I can do you. I don't go to Brit because of shit beep and bop. It's fucking dicks.
Yeah.
So I go to different places now.
Wherever you want to set. So
Right.
that's the first tip is you want to set macros. Especially a recall macro. And so the recall macro is probably your best friend. Let me see. Do you have any kills on your character? I assume not.
I got one.
You have one? Okay.
Someone pissed me off, so I killed him.
How'd you kill him?
I just hit him with my bow. He wouldn't move. He was fucking AFK and he was in my way, so I hit him.
So for this, I'm gonna do something nice. I'm gonna remove your kill. For right now, there is.
Fuck your life!
Hold on,
Bing bong.
second.
So is poison involved in this at any point in time?
Yes, I will show you how to navigate being poisoned.
I was just being facetious because a couple of people were like, what about poison? Fucking poison. Deuce says poison flame strike.
I should set up an orange petals vendor.
Dude.
Okay.
Oh man.
So, if you right now the way it's set, if you currently have a kill and you're attacked, you can't recall.
Right.
You
Is
have
it if
to
you're
wait. I
attacked
think
or you attack?
if you engage in combat, or if you get engaged in any combat in any way, if you have a kill, you can't recall for like 30 seconds. But I removed your kill just for this. So
shit! Hold on. So to just for clarity and transparency,
Yeah.
I haven't had a kill, say whatever, right? So I'm close. I'm almost at my 40 hours. So say I'm at like 35 hours, whatever. And if I have a kill and I engage in whether I'm the engagee or the engager, I can't recall for 10 seconds.
So I think it's 30. You are correct, but I think it's 30 seconds. But we're going to remove this function like totally. So it's not going to be an issue like really moving forward. But that is how it works right now.
Okay.
And it's because if someone tags you with the spell, you're pretty much
You're in
screwed.
combat, right?
Yeah, exactly. So why don't you go ahead and make a recall macro? Do you know how to do that?
Yep. Copy. Did you say not to do it in fuck.
Razor.
Don't use Razor?
Yes, you don't want
That's
to
right.
do, and you want to do as many macros as you can as possible, like within UO. And I know that sounds weird for like a lot of people, but Tony optimized the client to make it process the spells the fastest.
All right. So I'm going to set it up to be fuck my life bing bong. What is it? We'll just do it for shits and giggles for now. I think we'll just do F8 just for now. I'm gonna adjust because I got foot pedals and shit that I use when I play, and I've got mice and mice keys and just all the other things. So let me it's gonna be it's not a say, right?
It is, yeah. So you look at
it'll type.
the Discord message, and you do say because it's a command, and you do bracket recall, and then you do whatever the name of the rune you want to do.
There it goes. So that's it.
And then so whenever you're done, click apply, then OK, then hit F8, and then hit your tab button to cancel it.
Oh, nice. Okay, that worked.
So I don't know if you knew this, but if you press tab, you cancel casting a spell. And the reason why, it's like a sphere thing. But the big thing is a lot of people have their macros like on their letters, and they just start typing, and they'll start casting Flame Strike on an
Right.
NPC, and they're like, oh, I gotta cancel that. So anyways,
Is that why you have it set up to where you have to enter to type?
Say again?
Yes, yeah, because a lot of people get pissed off. They don't know why it's like that, and it's because of this exact reason. Because a lot of people use keys. Hold on, and by the way, somebody I don't have F1 set up right now, homie. The reason it's not set up that way is because it's set up for something else already. So I have to readjust all my shit for PvP in the real world, not young. So, anyways, go ahead. Everyone's yelling at me F1 because I use. So here's how it breaks down. So a lot of people like to use QWD. They like to use that diagonally. I use F1s on control as negatives, and then alts are positives. And then if I do control shift F1s, it's neutral things like it'll be potions or band-aids and so forth. So that's kind of how it works. I've got large hands, so I can do the keys the way I need to do them.
So what I would always recommend if you're a PVMer, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to have invisibility potions on you, and you're going to want to have a magic. You're going to want to have a magic reflection macro and a recall macro. So like the best thing you could do as a blue is when you see a PK coming, have your magic reflection on, use your invisibility potion, and start casting recall, and then use your invisibility potion. And that's probably that's one of the easiest ways you can get away from a PK. Now, there are some exceptions to that, which I'll show, but it is, I would say, having magic reflection on at all times is probably one of the most important things you could do. So you definitely want a magic reflection macro.
So what? Let me ask you this in case. So the guy I'm on right now is my Dexter. Everyone calls him Dexters because you're melee, you're a bow. So how would that work if you can't cast it? So you're saying you need to have Magery on everybody?
So I would say, do you not have any major at all in this character?
No, this guy's.
So you're gonna need to have So then you're you're ultra screwed. If you're on Dexter, you have to be a little bit more crafty.
Right.
So you may have to, if you have no.
And the reason
and
real quick, the reason I did this guy, the sole purpose that I did this guy is there is actually quite a few people who are Dexters.
Yes.
So it does really affect them from that perspective. So working from that way up is kind of like the thought process of me being this guy or bringing this guy just for that sole purpose, because there's a lot of guys that I run with, they're all Dexters except 2 of them.
Yeah.
And, so it's kind of the thought process there.
So you're gonna want to have magic reflection scrolls. Then you're gonna want to purchase.
That's what I figured. Okay.
Yeah. And then also, it's actually going to get a lot better for Dexters once Tony pushes this healing update. I don't know if you read the healing update. So once the healing,
I can't trust Tony's time frame.
Yeah, coming soon. But it will be coming soon. So once the healing update is done, healing is going to heal 1 second per 8 damage per second for 6 seconds, and you can cast that over and over again. There's no cooldown. It'll also cure poison within 2 seconds. So it's a very quick poison cure. So when if you have no Magery, I think you're gonna have a bad time. I think you're always gonna have a bad time if you have 0 Magery. On a Sphere Shard, I would recommend not ever just being a pure Dexter. That's just the way it is. And I think putting Magery into your build works with any Dexter. I don't think you're like making your build worse by putting Magery into it. So
no, I don't either. And I think I was looking at it trying to find out how. I mean, even if you're not maxing it out to 100, you just get to the point where the reflection and you get cure. You have more utility at that point because you're not worrying about GCDs for pots. You have band-aids, so there's like 3 types of ways you can cure yourself.
Yeah. Do you have a character who has Magery? Because some of these examples would be easier if I did them on that character.
Let me see.
Like even your Tamer.
Well, that's what I was gonna grab, but I've got 2 hours left. I do have a real cool skill book that I was awarded. Pop it on that guy.
Yeah.
Show that coolness off. Let me see what I got real quick.
The best way
give your 2 hours back to you.
What is the 2 hours?
Am I new? He's still a newbie, dude.
Oh.
I am stretching that young status out as fucking far as I can go because I'm taming. Like I'm literally just in tamer mode when I play him. So to do anything aside from that would be, rushing it would be stupid. It's one of the hardest things to get up,
I'm gonna invite Tony here.
Yeah, he'd totally come here. He does. Kenshin, what I'll do is I'll post that as well.
I can give your character Magery just for this. It's not a big deal.
Okay. If you want, I have music, and I'll unlock music and then remove it. It's at 100.
Oh, don't worry about it. You don't have to. I can make those adjustments.
Oh, okay. Hey guys, you can't hear me, but I'm gonna log off so I have 800 skill points. I'm joking, you can hear me. By the way, I'm drinking too, so I apologize. Well, your macro can be multi-leveled, right? So you can take the pot and then do the recall.
Yeah, but you're not gonna want that. You're gonna want those separate.
Yeah.
So I gave your character 60 Magery just for this, so we can mess this. Okay, and then also, I'm gonna see here.
Drinking, getting free skills, big hands. Oxford's living the life. Jeez.
So, in your spellbook goes up to the 5th circle, right?
Believe it or not, I've done really well. I have almost a full spellbook.
Oh, okay. So what I want you to do on this character, I want you to make a few macros.
Okay.
I want you to make so you're going to want a targeting macro. So let's say a PK rolls up on you. You want to be able to attack them. So I think the easiest thing to do is do what's called a target next macro.
Yep.
So target next will cycle through all the characters, all the mobs that are on the screen. And then when you see that person selected, you have them targeted.
Yep. Oh, I've not made a target macro. I've done it in Discord, or I mean,
Do you need skills on your guy too, Teto?
No.
And
I'm just
whatchamacallit.
gonna do it on this character.
Let me do Q apply. Where are you? Last target next.
You could do like an actual spell, but sometimes I find when I'm running around in the moment, like it's hard for me to like click on a person. You know what I mean? Like I think if you're running around, just hitting a target next macro until it locks onto that person is probably the best thing.
Yeah. That's fine. We set them up in Razor, but I'm trying to keep everything here, just as they would want to.
Okay, the next macro you want to make is a cast magic arrow, then last target.
Oh, understood. Okay. All right. So, whoops. Fuck me. Let me delete that. Which one did you say it was?
Cast magic arrow.
No, that's magic arrow.
Yeah, or what? It could be any of the fizzling spells. Fizzling spells are the first circle spells, and you can kind of pick whichever one you like.
I mean, you could do harm. Harm is a faster cast, yes, but typically it's just preference, I think, at that point.
So harm is a second circle spell. It's going to be a 1 second cast, I believe. So you want a quicker one. The quickest one. You want the quickest. Your fizzling spell should be the quickest casting spell. So you want to do a magic arrow or weaken or clumsy or.
And then it's the last target.
Yep. Oh, you could just do underneath it. Underneath magic arrow, you could have selected last target. So remove that.
Yeah,
one.
yeah. Okay. I'm not used to doing that. There you go. Oh yeah, I can hit myself if I'm a piece of shit. There we go.
Okay, so the next macro you want to make is a cure self.
Cure self. I have pots for that.
Don't worry about the pots.
That's so weird to say.
A cure potion is almost useless on Sphere.
You heard it here, folks. Cure potion trash.
Okay.
All right, so I've got. Ooh.
And then the next macro you want to make is a magic reflection self.
Magic reflect self, gotcha. Oh shit, stuff's in my bag. Sorry. I've got real bad ADD. Welcome to the show. I just noticed invis pots in my bag. I've got to adjust all these around, but
yeah, macros are like engraved in my DNA, and like the thought of making new macros like kind of like makes me like cringe a little bit.
Well, it's placement on the keys, right? So mine's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 positive with alt, and then negative with control. So I'll move all those around when it's time. But for now, I'm doing QWE, ASD. Just for the sync, just for getting it done. Plus, I have stage fright and I'm drinking. So, hey, by the way, I would share, just so you know, I bought a half-pound chocolate chip cookie and a half-pound peanut butter cookie.
Great. So the next macro you want to make, and this is a preference, is greater heal self. And these are all just defensive spells. So you're going to have a cure, a greater heal, a magic reflection self, and this is just for you to, survive better.
So it's so basically, where potions mean shit here, the spells are more important here because you can move around. So it's just changing where someone would do potions on another server. They would make them spells.
So potions aren't shit here. It's the thing is that everything's on a global cooldown though, so you can only use one potion every 14 seconds.
Right.
So you have to choose which potion very carefully.
And that's typically going to be your explosions, or it's going to be your invis, right?
Explosions aren't
or restore
part of that cooldown, but yeah, invis, greater restores, mana potions for mages.
Fucking mages. All right, yes sir. Where was that?
You're about to be one.
I know. I just realized that.
And that's the thing is, everyone who's listening, like, you're gonna have, like, in order to survive on Sphere, you have to embrace some part of magery. And just think of it like, don't think of it like I'm a mage. Just think about it. It's a supplement. It's a tool. Like, you're not a mage character. You're just using magery to survive, essentially.
But Dorian is a tool. He's my admin. I can say that.
You can try to go without magery, but you're gonna have a bad time.
I mean, there for sure are ways to get out, not in open world, but I mean, if you're using line of sight and the right potions, you can get out without magery.
So, are you guys? So I was watching some guys from Turkey. They came in here. I call them the Turkey Squad. There's like 15 of them that came in here and wanted to show me their stuff. And guys are running around dropping fucking bays of hail bays, like whatever.
Yes.
Is that some shit we're gonna do here?
No, I was actually going to. I was going to mention that. That is an interesting tactic. I think that wouldn't work on our server. Were they doing it on OverDrive?
No. They have some other. What's the other server they play on?
It was Pyramid, but
yeah.
They probably have a really old client without any sort of. Like, very likely they're using client like 2.0.3 or 3.0.0,
right,
which is like way old. And, you know, any scavenger is just going to auto pick that up now.
Well, that's what I was going to say, so it's kind of funny because scavengers will pick it up.
Yeah, dropping crates used to be for sure a thing.
Right.
It wasn't hay bales where we were from, but... like in doorways, when you were trying to run away, you could drop a...
Yeah, they couldn't walk through it.
You're in Vault, Teto. Yeah.
So let me try
and it
this
blocks
out.
line of sight, right?
Let's see here. Yeah, so on our server, you can't use bales of hay to... You could slow someone down dropping these things for sure. That's actually what I was going to propose, is to have the...
You still have staff on. You can always cast through stuff with staff.
Oh, do I have it on?
Yeah.
Let's see here. Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, it does block line of sight. I mean, yeah, if you wanna do that, then that would be a great
Your best bet is to use a script to drop it though, rather than manually dropping it like that person was doing. That's really old school.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I was like, holy shit! But I mean, you could technically do it though.
So here we go, Oxford. I'm gonna do what I do with everyone when they're learning magery. I want you to cure this poison a bunch of times, just so you get in the habit of doing it. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Oh, did you have magic reflection on?
Yeah. Didn't you tell me to run magic reflection? No, I'm just fucking with you. I'm totally messing with you. Yeah. The spam says the spell will not adhere to you at this time. Why is that?
That's magic reflection.
Did I not set my cure?
Oh, there's a cooldown on magic reflection here.
Is there really? Okay.
Yeah. Let's get in the habit of curing.
It's by the ticks, isn't it?
So the first tick of poison is about 1.6 seconds, and then every poison tick after that is 7 seconds, roughly. So when someone poisons you, the first thing you should do is cure. That's like typically the first thing that you should do. There are exceptions to that, but it is usually the first thing that you want to do normally.
Yeah, you don't want to tick through it, right?
Right, exactly. Did you see that little explosion?
Yeah.
That little gray explosion? That means that your magic reflection's off cooldown.
Oh, that's what that is. Yeah, because I know it's a shield that pops up.
Yeah.
And it's like 31 seconds or something like that. It's basically what it boils down to.
And if you have GM inscription, you get 2 magic reflections.
Oh, shit. Really?
I would recommend, like, hunters. I mean, I don't know if it goes with your build or whatever, but adding that extra, magic reflection can really, make a big difference. Okay, so the next macro I want you to make is a use potion greater heal and use potion invisibility. If you go to your options, you scroll to the very bottom, you'll see use potions.
Yeah, they're in there. You don't have to type it out. All right, shit, I'm gonna have to. just set this up for here for now. It's down at the bottom. There's a bunch of used stuff down there, isn't there?
Yeah.
That's added. What's invalid? Is that something you guys removed?
That's a good question for Tony.
I'm not even sure. It could have been from Classic UO.
So I noticed that the skills, Tony, are on the list. Do you guys, are those on UO Forever removed? Like all the other things, you guys plan on bringing them in here? Like there's necromancy and shit like that.
Oh yeah, no, those are
just kind of there.
Not there. Yeah.
Okay.
They're just the client's kind of flagged as Age of Shadows. It's the only way to turn on tooltips.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's kind of shit.
Well, I mean,
Well, it's not your fault, but I'm saying just the fact that it has to be that way is kind of shitty.
Yeah, other than it showing with the skills, like there's basically no difference. You also can see your like primary abilities on your paper doll, but other than that,
that's kind of it.
Not much has changed.
Invisibility. There she is. All right.
So we can get into some tips after here with how to survive without magery, but for right now we can do it with magery here.
I'd like to lead with it because I really want to encourage everyone to get magery in some form, at least like 60.
I mean, it makes sense. It's like attacking your guy. Does that say Tito's test? I mean, that's funny.
That's how I use that character to buff up my leaderboard stats.
Nice.
When I just dot kill myself.
That's the way it should be, though.
Okay. So let's move this over here so we can.
I like your polar bear.
Thank you.
Makes me want to drink a Coke.
I'm just setting up some teleporters so we can show you how to use. Tony brought this up. It's a really good idea. How to use entrances and exits to get away from people.
Oh, yeah. I was watching someone go back and forth from entrances.
Okay.
That's pretty quick. I'll move things around. I get used to my macros too, which I'm not used to. That's the funnier part about all of it.
That's probably the hardest part. Is just
it's muscle memory. It's where I put things at.
Okay, I'm almost done here. I just need to set this up.
Oh, you're good.
So that's one thing that's different than what you're used to probably. If you cast a spell multiple times, it'll interrupt your current spell.
That's, yeah, because you'll see people run in and they start doing this and you're like, okay, you're definitely... So whenever I see someone trying to precast, basically, is what they're doing. Trying to run up on me when I'm in here. I'm like, okay, yeah. You just nicely found me in a dungeon. Uh-huh.
Tony, can you mark in this dungeon?
No.
Okay. Well, you'll just have to get away, Oxford, and then we'll bring you back.
That's
you
fine.
can recall, yeah.
Okay,
are you a PvPer yet, Ox?
No, bitch, not yet, Dorian. Jerk.
Okay, check these out.
Taking you so long.
Let's try these. So I wonder if these gates will work. Okay, so we can go back and forth and practice this. So imagine this is an entrance to a dungeon. We'll get into this a little bit more, but you can use this to your advantage. If someone's messing with you and you're trying to recall, man, you just like go back and forth between these things and just pray you get your recall off.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
look at that.
They need to be in line of sight of you both when they're casting and both when they're landing. So
if you have magic reflection on and you see a PK roll up on you, if you start casting recall and just start going back and forth between these things, it would be really hard to like probably, get it off. Hey, I saw that potion. Nice move.
That was a fucking accident.
So why don't you try casting your fizzle spells on me just to get used to that.
All right, so there you are. So if let me ask you a question. So if I start it,
Yep.
it's actually pretty quick. I was gonna say it's a faster spell. Oh, I need mana. You gave me magery, but no mana regen. So give me a second. I gotta get mana, and I don't want to waste a mana pot because they're cool.
Oh, here, I'll help you.
So if it was a larger cast spell, I could cast, pop out, pop back in, and if I got in before the cast went off, technically it would go off.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. So the way it works, like, let me show you. If I want to cast, if I want to cast Flame Strike, I cast Flame Strike. I can go out completely out of sight, and then when it's ready to hit, when I come back through, it'll hit you.
Holy shit!
Yeah. So that's what Tony's saying when you have to have line of sight twice, essentially.
Okay, that's good to know.
You have to have line of sight to start casting the spell, and then you have to have line of sight when the spell's going to hit. And so that's why, using your terrain, using teleporters like this, you getting behind line of sight will make it so you can survive better.
Oh, no shit.
So if you're running from a PK and you're just running in a straight line, you're gonna die. Like, there's no way you're gonna survive that. You need to be running behind line of sight. You need to be going through teleporters. You need to be shooting your fizzling spell. And like I said, this is not a tutorial on how to kill the PK. This is a tutorial
Get the hell
on how
out.
to get away from it. And so what you should be doing when you're running really is just spamming your recall spell, and hopefully you're getting it off. You know what I mean? Hopefully, you get in the right line of sight. You just do a bunch of things to get out of the way. But let's say, like, come over to where I am. Let's say let's say I cast Flame Strike on you, and there's no way you are possibly going to be able to get out of that way. That's when you would use your fizzle spell. You know what I'm saying? Like, your recall takes 4 seconds to cast. Flame Strike takes 3.5 seconds to cast. If you cast recall and then he casts Flame Strike, there's no way you're gonna get that recall off. So you want to fizzle that person. And
So you want to just
understand.
be quick on the fucking release, then, is what you want to do.
Exactly. It just depends too. So, like, let's say we're right here. Let's say we're standing here, and you have your recall off, and he casts Flame Strike. I think I have enough time to get to this teleporter. I think I would have enough time to get to this teleporter, and then
pop. I see what you're saying. Okay.
But there's not always going to be a teleporter there. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's a really good advantage to have. So it's really, a lot of times you can go a really long way with spamming fizzle spells and using greater heal potions and just, like, running.
So I don't. Have you ever played Albion?
I have played Albion for like 3 days.
Okay, so just Albion in general. So in essence, what? So most people have played Albion just because it was there. Well, yeah, you could have used Greater Restore too, but having a heal pot isn't a bad thing, Jimmy. But
Restore, I think Greater Restore gives you more health.
So I guess my point is like, so what you did if you were a gatherer, and it's really about the gatherer, right? If you were a PVM gatherer, you actually made a build that was an anti-gank build, right? Yes. It had tumbles, it had jumps, it had dashes, it had, accelerated speeds. Whereas what you're trying to do here is, if you decide to be a PVMer, you've got to roll magery into it up to 66 minimally just to get that, or you're going to be using a bunch of money on spell scrolls, right? Unless you have a scribe. So the whole point here is more or less, you can have, at this point, a PVMer with a dabble of magery, and then you need to be on the defensive unless you're traveling with large packs.
Exactly.
So let me ask you this question. What would be your thought process on having two people who are doing a Roman Dome, and one's casting poison where the other one's casting Flame Strike when they run up on you? How do you're basically fucked at that point, right?
Yes, you're pretty screwed.
Unless you're quick on the macros.
I'll tell you this. There have been most people who are playing this shard have been PvPing this way for like 15 years.
Right.
If you have two people who know what they're doing, it's very difficult to get away from them. Okay. Having magic reflection, having inscription with a double magic reflection would probably be my first thing I would recommend. The invis potion recall is extremely powerful. Okay. If you have double reflection on and you see a PK coming, just running and casting recall and then using your invis pot would be very popular or very helpful.
Okay.
Like cast. Okay, why don't we do the perfect invis potion macro right now? Why don't you? I'm gonna cast Flame Strike on you. Why don't you use? So when you see me cast Flame Strike, immediately hit your recall macro, and then like a few seconds later, hit your invis potion macro.
What was my thing? I think it was 9. I fucking moved them all around like an idiot. Okay. And then you said my
Drink
yeah,
an
I
invis
got you.
potion right now.
I got you. It's 2.
Okay, good. Okay, now move. Just move to unhide it. So we'll wait like 15 seconds. Okay.
Oh, it's 8. It's 8. Okay. I'm gonna make them all right. I'm literally erasing 20 years because I've never played on Sphere, so I'm having to rework 20 years in my brain.
I couldn't. I've tried to play some precast shards, and they're like, you need to remake all your macros. I'm like, ah.
Yeah, dude, it's really, you are technically, yeah, yes.
So okay, I'm gonna cast Flame Strike on you right now. Are you ready to do your Invis Potion recall? So again, when you see me cast Flame Strike, you're gonna cast recall first, and then
What if I did that?
You could if you wanted to. I'm trying to teach you that.
No, I'm just being funny. I know what you're trying to do. Okay, yeah, I got you.
So you're gonna want to, when you see me cast Flame Strike, you're gonna want to cast Recall and then hit your Invis Potion.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna target you, and here we go, Flame Strike.
Oh, it has a cooldown.
Oh, you know what? I have my staff mode on, so.
Plus, I attacked you, so I'm also fucking. I got the 35 seconds or whatever. But that's crazy though. Look at Dorian over here. Easy, Dorian. Shh.
So, since we're having like this cooldown, let me show you something else. What I want you to do is I want you to get the magic arrow spell out of your spellbook. Just like pull it out.
You can pull it out of your spellbook?
Yeah, so open up your spellbook and then single click on magic arrow and you'll see like a magic arrow icon.
Oh, you mean pull it out as an icon?
Yeah.
I was like, what do you mean I can pull it out? Like a fucking rune? Sorry, I'm on many levels.
So pull that out, and what I want you to do is close your spellbook and open your backpack.
Yep.
And then double click the magic arrow and then target your explosion potion. Okay, so that damaged you, right? Why would I want to do that? What that does is it lets you escape being paralyzed.
Oh, it's like the bags that you can purchase.
Yeah, exactly. So here, I'm gonna paralyze you. Oh, I don't have a paralyzed macro. There we go. And then there you go. Now you can move around.
I got you. So I'm not waiting to get fucking hammered.
Yeah, that or you could do the magic trap pouch. So I would recommend.
Can you magic arrow yourself?
You can't magic arrow yourself. So you either have to magic arrow the explosion potion, or you want to use the magic trap pouch. So if you're a Dexer, you definitely want to have those trap pouches on. However, I don't know how you would. I guess you would have to have a little bit of magery to cast the spell.
So with one you can cast. You'll be able to cast on yourself. At least that.
Yeah. So the point is, if you're a PVMer, you definitely want to have lesser explosions on you, or you want to have a magic trap pouch on. You want to have a macro for that, because that'll help you getting escape being paralyzed. Because there's nothing more frustrating than just sitting there and just watching yourself die, and not like having like any chance at all.
And you can do the target with that, can't you?
Yeah, so we don't have a command for the magic arrow with magic arrow lesser explosion yet, but you can record that in Razor and set the potion to like item type, and that's how I do it.
Oh, okay. All right, so you do it in cast item type.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's a really good tip to have too. Is you want to have a way to get out of being paralyzed, and so that's either the magic trap pouch or the
Now, can you make your own magic trap pouches with magic lock?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I believe, let me see what circle it is.
I'm pretty sure you can only get one charge on them, though.
Yes. It might be 2. Let me add it. Pouch. Let's see here.
So, okay, so I guess there's one that has like unlimited charges you can buy somewhere, I found.
It is a donation item. It has 50 charges on it or something like that. I put a pouch in your pack. Okay. You can cast magic trap on your pouch.
Was it 4? Isn't it magic lock?
It might have to be. Oh yeah, magic trap, second circle.
Oh, see, I used to do it with the other thing, yeah. And then that should have one charge.
Yeah, and I don't think it does. Oh, it does do a little bit of damage to you. So it's essentially the same thing as an explosion potion, but you only have one shot at it.
Well, but if you carry like 30 of them, like I used to on other shards, then who gives a shit at that point, right? I mean, it's just gonna do the one that's the magic trap pouch. You make a macro.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it from a perspective of like somebody who doesn't want to spend a whole bunch on pots, right? Not that it's a whole lot of money for those pots, but I'm just thinking in general, it's probably cheaper for the pots, I would imagine.
There's also a pouch command you can use.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hold on, where's that at?
It's bracket pouch.
It's bracket pouch, or is it a clickable?
It's not in there. It's a server command.
It is bracket pouch.
Oh, so you've got to do say then.
Yep. So if I were to give anyone advice, if they in my opinion, if you were to buy one potion as a PVM, or getting the invisibility potions are probably the best thing you could get.
We'll just fucking call it 4 for now. I'm fucking them all up. I'll go fix them after this. Emotes, suck it. Joking.
How do you craft them?
I don't think you can craft them.
You don't need to craft them. They're just a normal pouch. You can buy from a provisioner, and then you just cast magic trap on them.
I meant the invisibility potions.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be.
That's high end though, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's like Nightshade and Eyes of Newt, I think, maybe.
Yeah.
How do you get Eye of Newt? Is that like
to buy them?
Okay, nice.
It is not expensive at all.
Yeah. No,
So one difference between magic pouches and explosion potions are that magic pouches do not do AoE damage.
Right, and some people actually can get the final kill or get a little bit extra damage if they attack, and they do that, right, because of the AoE.
Yeah, so there's a specific tactic in PvP where you would magic arrow a purple pot to do instant damage to finish someone off.
Sorry, I haven't thrown a pot in a while, man. Yeah, you can drop. You can. Like it does. It looks really cool how that we were doing it in we were doing a spawn. I wung that bitch. That's fucking cool. We were doing that. What were we doing? We were doing the orc spawn in the cave, and we were throwing them just fucking launching them in there. It was awesome.
So, everything I've talked, the concepts of getting away is, I've kind of gone over everything. Now it's kind of how do we put that all together? And it takes practice. You have to practice fizzling people. And we have the dueling pits that you can go to and get resources for free if you want to just get more comfortable with your macros and not spend any money.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So the dueling pits,
I've seen them. Yeah, I've seen them.
Yeah.
They're in Britain. They're the black thing. The black portal?
Yeah. I'll show it to you.
Okay.
We'll go there right now.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. I didn't know that it does that, though.
Alright, we're going to head down to the docks.
Oh, look, it's Magic Man.
So, when you go to the docks, you go through this portal. And what you're going to want to do is, first of all, you want to set a template. So templates are the way that you're given skills and that your character subs. So if you type bracket templates, a gump will come up, and then you click options, and then you click create template at the very top.
Go live so I can see it bigger. So options, gotcha, and then create template. Mm-hmm. Oh, so this is basically a way to do fast one-offs on, which would be 100, 100, 100. And then we would set our skills up to basically see how it would work if we were engaged with, say, 66 magic instead of, so forth and so on, right? Is that kind of the thought process?
It's set up to where you can't set specific skills, in terms of if you select majory, you're going to have 100 majory. However, you can practice casting and practice getting comfortable with healing, or it's just a free way to use majory and things like that. You're gonna actually want to set your dexterity to 25 because the system doesn't recognize. This is a run UO system, so it won't recognize like 100, 100, 100 because it has a 225 stat cap.
So like normal.
Yeah. So whenever you go, you click skills, and then I usually would do you could do anatomy, eval int.
Oh, and this is where I can go in and put in inscribe and see how it would affect the double.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh,
so
no
1, 2, 3,
shit.
4, 5, 6. Okay. So and then.
D-Man, what's up? I'm in my own. Well, I'm in a guild. That is like just all my tight close friends. But anyways,
so
sorry. Go ahead.
Why don't you do anatomy, evalent, healing, magery, magic resist, inscribe, and then I guess the last one, just for fun, we'll just do meditation. Not that you need it.
So you said what? Anatomy, evalent.
Healing.
Okay.
Bottom left. Inscribe.
Magery,
magic resist.
Okay. And then okay.
And then you hit OK, and then you hit the little enter key. Yeah, hit OK. And then from there, you click apply.
Oh, shit.
Okay, and so what you do now is hop off your ride. Say,
I don't want to hide this.
You want to apply it, and then you click OK. Yeah, click apply, then you're done. And then close it, I guess, yeah.
Okay.
And then you want to, after this, you want to type, I wish to duel.
Yeah, I think you can right-click that to make it go away.
Oh, yeah, you can. Okay.
So
I see. Okay, participants.
Hit rules, and then click the potion button.
Oh.
And then after, these are all the settings you can do for it. I won't go in, to keep it simple, we'll go like this. Melee is turned off by default, but anyways, we can go over that sometime later. But so now right-click. And then click Add Participant. Player 2, sorry.
Oh, okay. And then from there I can increase, decrease. Oh, you can do teams.
Yeah, you can do teams. You could do tons of things. So then click the one empty. I know it's a little confusing, but hit,
no, you're good.
Hit the where it says one empty, and then click on me.
You want you as Tito or you as?
You can do me, the staff member.
Okay.
All right, so I accepted the duel. And then I believe from you would right-click and then click start.
Oh, right-click and then start. Okay.
We're going to redo
some. You have a team with 3 people?
Oh, so I have to take that off then, yeah? So decrease, right?
I don't think you can do that.
All right, so I'll try again.
You
Let me
might
do
have
again.
to actually close out and go start over again.
Okay, yeah. So just everything again. Click custom.
Oh wait, let me do custom first.
Rules.
Yep, and I do pots.
Yep.
Okay. Now, do I want 7x or 5x? Does it matter?
It doesn't matter for us. That's more for UO forever.
Oh, those jerks. I'm joking. All right, player, and I'm going to click on empty. Click on you.
Yep.
You'll go ahead and say yes.
And then you click start.
And then we look like that, and then we hit continue.
Yep, and we're about to start.
We're about to die is what we're about to do, but that's fine.
And so then the duel there's like this loading period for the duel, and then once it begins, we can start fighting. But like I said, you could do this with your friends just to get more comfortable with your let's turn my staff off. This wall blocks the line of sight. That's what the whole point of this is.
Oh, so you can play with you can play and get used to it as well. Okay.
Yeah. So like in here, this is where I would you could practice fizzling, you could practice poisoning. So your magic arrow takes 0.7 seconds to cast. Hey, look at you, already curing. It's perfect. Unfortunately, you can't practice your recall here.
But this is just more or less just kind of how things go, though.
Exactly, yeah. This is just an option if you ever, let's say you're getting your butt kicked by like people all the time. Like, you know what, man? I need to learn. I just need to learn how to fight back. This is where you can come and do it for free. If you look in your pack, you'll see you get free explosion potions, you get greater heals, you
Holy
get free
shit.
total manas, you get free regs. Everything is free in here. So this is a completely free way to learn how to PvP on our shard.
Okay, I see there's a Flame Strike scroll. Why was that scroll added?
So Flame Strike Scroll is a staple in Sphere PvP because it takes half the amount of mana. That's why people just abuse them. It's the most powerful spell, and you can get it for half the mana. Everyone's going to use it.
Right, okay. And then there's greater mana pots and everything else, huh?
Yes. One thing you may have not noticed, you may have noticed this, is you may have noticed that Flame Strike does a lot of damage. If you have no resist, you're going to be eating 55 damage. Yeah, but you see here, it's only doing 44 damage to me, and that's because I have GM resist. So all PVMers, they should have GM resisting spell. Like, it would help them survive much better.
Saw it here, folks. I beat Teto.
That's right. And you might be on the leaderboard now. Let's come over here. Let's go and see who's on the leaderboard.
That's awesome.
Oh, and if you see in the upper left-hand corner, there's a quick rematch thing. So I would just click OK.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
It's just so you don't have to set everything up. So if we go over here and we double-click this bulletin board over here, you'll see who the leaders are right now. And let's see if you're on it.
So what are these levels per se? These are just wins versus losses?
That is an answer for Tony.
It's not just wins versus losses. You can see that winter is almost the same level as
Hold on, Ox. Everyone's got ads. They can't hear.
Well, winter and fruit dealer are the same levels, and the numbers of duels are way higher for fruit dealer. So it has to do with win-loss ratio for sure.
So basically, if you see winter run,
yeah.
Okay, if Lucid comes up on you, laugh at him, take your time casting your invis or whatnot, and then get out of there because he's pretty much shitter. I'm just joking if you're here. I'm just making a joke, you guys.
That's right. You have a 50% chance of surviving against Lucid.
So I would say all the people on this first list here have been playing this game for 20 years and practicing this whole time. All these 15 people, if you see any of them, you're probably going to want to run.
The funnier part of all that is I've seen a couple of them. Like Fruit, I see Fruit fucks around all the time in Shame. All the time.
Yes, he's one of the good ones. And that's the other thing is like there are just everyone out there who's a PBMer. There are some people who are just so good. Like there's nothing you can do. Like it is just one of those things. It would be like any other shard. If a top PK rolled up on you, it doesn't matter how skilled you are. Like if you aren't prepared, like they're just gonna roll you.
Okay.
That's where
Tony, what about tracking?
The numbers to work for you.
Yeah, how does tracking work? Is that okay to have on this server?
Tracking is mostly just to counter stealth and hiding, right?
Okay, so that's how it's used on UOF. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, would it be beneficial to roll tracking at all to avoid being PK, Tony?
I mean, I guess it would help a little bit. Like you can, if you track every, 10 seconds, you can probably see somebody coming, but it's whether you're going to remember to do that or not. I know that some people set up scripts to automatically track.
Run the track, right?
Yeah, we don't really agree with, and maybe one day we'll add tracking to the capture list, but
well, I mean, buying regs is on the capture list. We could at least put tracking on there. I always get hammered whenever
with the goddamn capture.
Whenever I fucking buy something, I'm like, God damn it! I will say this though, I'm not getting the good ones. I've seen I've seen there's a couple in there that are just kind of funny, but yeah. So this is okay. So basically, what this is to get used to line of sight, right? Because you got the wall, that'll help. Kind of gives you an idea.
Yes.
When I got rolled in Terra Keep, from what looked obviously like a stream snipe, but who knows? I started using the doors, right? I started using my door macro. It fucked them up I quite a bit, but I was poisoned, and I depended on pots because I'm so used to pots. If, in fact, and I was quick on it. Once he hit it, I hit it, but then I got hit a second time from somebody else. So that's where, I think the run and gun is great. Using the doors are great. So you're just going to have to be careful if you're in places like Shame's it's kind of shitty, right? There's a lot of open lanes in Shame, right? So it's something I've noticed. So it's just kind of understanding where you're going, if you should go with more than one person, and just playing more aware. And I'm going to use it for example because you can only pull from examples that I played with. So like if you're on UO Outlands, the reason it was brought up is UO Outlands is always on. You click it, it goes, it's always on, right? So I think that's kind of what people were wondering, if that's how that is, being that it, it'll ping from a little bit, if you're smart enough to how to set it up, it would say, hey, red inbound. And it would give you a slight chance to get up even with precasts. That's kind of probably why they were asking about it. But
tracking does that?
Yeah, their tracking over there is a consistent thing, and every 10 seconds it rolls. You just turn it on and it rolls.
Oh.
Yes, you don't have to re-hit it, but it does it continually. So it only does it within the load screen. So you know how it's like 10 tiles or something like that. You'll get it 15 tiles off, or the farther. Very much how you guys have set up with not Discord, but provocation.
Yes.
The better you are, the farther out it goes.
Yeah.
And with and with tracking, it's similar. So the better you are, the farther out it will go, and then it kind of gives you a slight warning system. So that actually, I mean, if that could be a very quick fix for PV, not PVE emmers, but non-mages. It doesn't give you a massive, huge, benefit, but it does give you like a slight second to go, oh shit, I got to start moving. It doesn't really tell you where they're at, but it says there's something in the area, and then it eventually moves in.
Yeah, for sure. We can look into changing
track. But I think one of the things that you could do with that though is make it to where you can't recall out of level 2 and 3. So the deeper you go down,
that's gonna be terrible.
But it's not, because if they could put in portals just like they have now for the dead. That's how
We're changing up the game.
But
you can't mount here. I'm gonna send you to Britain. Just get on your ride, and then I'll bring you back here.
Oh yeah.
I see you.
Oh, look at you.
One thing I did notice with the branches is
nice helm, dude.
I know, right?
The new hot, it's gonna be awesome when it's applied.
So
no, not heavy ass gold. I was saying
right now, and I mean you can track, like, it looks at least 60 tiles, and like this is in a winding dungeon where you'd have to wind all your way through. Like, I think if you just had a tracking macro and just press that, like, before you began engaging on a mob, you would probably be okay.
Well, I mean, so what Cals, what the whole point of it is if you're going to set a macro, it's one last macro you have to set. You hit it, it goes, and it runs. It's what's the difference? If you're going to make a macro for it, or if it's just going to run, it's the decision of, do you want to make the macro legal? And if so, then at that point, you might as well just make it to where it runs, but it gets bigger, like almost like how provocation is. But I mean, it's useful now. It's useful in general. Tracking, if you're on a PvP server that's PvP oriented, makes a lot of sense. It's how you initiate it and how it operates once it's initiated. So if you got guys that are running macros at every 10 seconds it fucking runs, well, then it's automatically already working. So why run a secondary or a third or a tertiary macro? It doesn't make any other sense. And that's just like what chat, that's kind of what I was explaining. And as far as like mounting and so forth, I mean, there's example, one of the safest places right now to be is in the Orc area. Right? Like, think about it. It's on Booty Island. Like, it's kind of hard. You're not going to be running up on dudes because you don't have a fast mode of transportation. Tracking in those instances are phenomenal. That's where, like, you could be the safest, because you can, if you're hitting them 60 tiles away, they're not even on your load screen. You know they're coming. It'll show you where they're coming from. You can set up, you actually can set it up to where it will read out to you above your head, there's a red coming. And then you start casting, and by the time they get to you, if they're on foot, they'll never get to you. So there are places that you can quote unquote be safe at. But I mean, it's all preference at that point, really.
Oh, go ahead, Tony.
Let's practice some you recalling here while I'm trying to kill you.
Oh shit. Okay. Let me move my macro around then. Give me 1 second. Because where I put it doesn't make any sense. So now that I'm understanding it a slight better, called I'm out of here, ho. So let me make sure, let me get back in my mind here. So Q. I'm gonna make that tab action. Oh, tab kind of stops it. All right, so Q is there. That's cure. That's go for yourself. I just made you not cast. Okay, and then I've got heal, which is good. That's magic reflect, which you should run anyways. That's like another thing. You just cast magic reflect and be like, what's up? 4 is going to be my invis pod, and then 5 is... Okay, cool. So let's say I'm down here like fighting, right? And you run up on me. As a character myself, I'd see you, and I would immediately go... So I have a cure.
Whoa.
Almost got it out there.
Line of sight.
Look at Oxford go.
These are stalagmites.
Are you not allowed to use your potion right now?
I'd have to remember what that is. You gotta remember, I'm just set these fucking macros up, son.
Are you out of mana now?
No.
Oh.
I'm out of regs.
Here, I'll give you some more. That
Fuck!
would be,
Just add him a rag bag there.
Oh, that's so funny, dude. Let me grab a beer real quick. That's actually, dude, that's a lot of fun. Hold on 1 second, guys.
So for anyone who's watching, like, you know, who's new to Sphere PvP, going to the duel pits and literally just going there to practice casting survival spells, not even going there to duel, just go there and just practice fizzling people, practice curing yourself, practice trying to use greater heal. The more you do that, the more comfortable you'll feel in the moment. Like when someone's attacking me and fighting me, I'm not like panicked at all because literally everything is like muscle memory to me. Like I'm not wondering where's my cure button. I'm not wondering where's my greater heal. Like I know exactly
What do you want?
where
I'm
that
doing
is.
things.
Throw in 3 of those Easter mobs in there and a couple ogre
Cool.
lords.
No, what? No. What do you mean Easter
You know,
mobs?
that's a good point, though. Hey,
Throw in some of those Easter mobs. and
throw
it'll
in some
chase you
other
down.
things that will aggro you while you're fighting and make it a real-time
And then try to run
situation.
around them.
Whoa.
Whoa, someone has
Archery.
archery on. So, all right. let me-
Actually, what I was saying earlier
Yeah.
is people should use those dueling pits not just to like learn how to duel, but like just get more comfortable with their macros. So they don't. So like hitting their cure key, hitting their invis pot, hitting their greater heal feels more like muscle memory.
Right.
And just going there and just simply just surviving, fizzling, things like that. People should use it. It's a really great resource.
So one thing that I want to get to is if I'm chasing you, you're gonna want to run for the entrance all the time.
all the time. So you always run to the entrance, right? So I go.
Like once you get to this point, jumping back and forth like that is gonna be super easy. Like you're basically reducing your chance to get hit by 50%. If you're going back and forth like that, and occasionally you go around here, and they're still trying to go back and forth, they can't hit you with spells there, right?
Oh, got you. Okay. Let me see what my invis pod is real quick so I can memorize that one because I'm not hitting the right key.
Yeah, you only need to dodge spells for 4 seconds or 4.5 seconds, whatever recall is.
So if you go back and forth between those teleporters a few times, and then you hit your invis potion macro, the PK won't know where you are.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
That's a good
Okay.
point,
So
too.
if I'm down here and you ride up on me, which you come up from there anyways, right? That's
Yeah.
usually how they end up rolling up. So if I'm down here, gee, nice campfire. And then you pop in, the first thing I want to do.
Yeah, you can fizzle to get to that, and now, like, it's hard to know where you are. Cause
Yeah, and right before you go through the gate, Oxford, I would hit my recall macro, like right before I went through that.
I'm assuming you're in Viz right now. I don't know where you
No,
are.
I ported
so-
out. I actually
Oh,
did the whole combo.
Whoa, look at me. Everyone clap. He did it.
Hold on, I have that. Oh, no, wait, hold on. Where's it at? Damn it. Oh, fuck my life.
Fuck your life. Bing bong.
Yeah, so I set it up to where I did the 2. Okay, so that makes a lot of sense.
I would probably, Tony's making a really good point, as like I would say for every PVMer, like if you're in the middle of a dungeon, I probably wouldn't try. You know, maybe you can try doing the invis-pot recall macro, but I think you should probably head to where a teleporter is. Like head that way and just fizzle. You know, shoot magic arrows, fizzle. Now you have to keep in mind, magic arrow costs mana, and if you don't have mana potions on you, you might be like, hey, I'm at the teleporter. Great, you hit your magic. Well, actually, I'm sorry. Do the magic recall uses scroll, so you won't even use mana, right, Tony?
I believe you still can if you don't have mana.
Okay.
Yeah, if your mana's out, yeah, because you do use mana, you just use half the mana. So if you have no mana because you were fighting the whole way out of there, you're fucked when you get there.
Yeah.
You'd have to hope that you got through and they didn't see you and you invised. Because if you do it right at the edge, like he saw me, it looks like I went back out. Because I'm not there when he comes through. So you know what I mean? So they go back and forth, they're constantly doing that. That would make sense.
Now, the one thing I will say is just because you're invisible doesn't mean the PK can't get you, because you know how you could use those explosion potions to escape being paralyzed?
Yep.
Well, a PK can do the same thing on top of you when you're invisible, and it can fizzle you.
So you
and
basically do that right there and it reveal you and fizz. Okay, that makes sense. That's badass, actually. Okay, that's really cool.
And so from here, I mean, these are all the tips. Now it just comes to practice. You know, you just have to kind of practice. You have to practice, going through the motions and dying a bunch of times.
Oh, you're gray now because you hit Tito's character instead of me.
Oh, did I?
Now,
Am I
now
great?
you're really screwed.
Yeah.
I wonder if we can take that flag off.
But that happens though. But that's something that can happen because if you're hitting Q, you're just cycling through. And if you actually hit, I'm just saying Q's my guy. But if I did this and I hit him, I'm fucked.
You can change that target next to be hostile characters or.
Does hostile mean red or hostile who attacked you?
It'll be red, I'm sure. I don't think it'll do grays. It might though. I'm not entirely sure.
Let me see here.
But coming up on the next client update, I'll have one that lets you target the character closest to your cursor, as well as it still has those hostile and whatever.
Okay.
And then I'm also adding the Salos targeting from UO Forever, which should do smart targeting like that and only target hostile characters to you.
Okay. Let's use potion, use item in hand. So the use item in hand, so I'd have to equip a wand. A wand doesn't use any mana.
And it's not fizzleable.
Correct.
Are there recall wands, Tony?
No.
That'd be fucking cool, by the way.
half the other side would be like swearing.
Yeah, son of a bitch.
A guaranteed recall. What?
Another tip too is if you're in an area where I mean, Tony, you can correct me if I'm wrong. What is the advantage? What about like casting like a gate, having a gate open? I know it's a lot of mana. I know it's a lot, but I mean, if you want to be extra careful, maybe you can have a gate open.
How long do gates last?
Gates are like 16. Aren't they like 16 seconds? Gates, 15 seconds.
Yeah, that's never mind. Forget I said that.
So someone goes, "That's some trammy shit."
I mean, I think you can go through somebody else's gate. So if you see a PK and you're near one of your gate points, you can alt tab over and open a gate, I guess. But that's pretty risky not watching your character for that time.
Dude, there's a macro program that you literally can talk to via voice.
Yeah.
And you would just be like, "Bitch, open gate," and it fucking goes over to your caster and opens a gate where you were just at. You never have to tab over.
Yeah, I guess technically that would work.
I mean, I've seen macro programs that read like journals, and if it goes, they used to have it for Asheron's Call. You'd say like, "I need to go to Britain," and if you open up and trade, it'll. I've seen it in another shard. It'll accept the trade, no matter what it is, and then it will go and cast the Britain gate. It's pretty stupid, but I don't know, whatever.
I look at my notes. I do have a greater hill potion. That is, a
huge lifesaver.
It's huge, but you're like I said before, you should probably be focusing on your invis potion. It returns 35 health I usually only use those if I'm about to die.
That's what I mean. Like the oh shit, we need to do this.
I said this before, but I want to say it again. The Dexers out there, healing is going to get updated, and so your survivability is going to
go up,
like boost skyrocket soon. So those who have healing right now, do not drop that skill. 100% hold on to that. That's going to be really good.
So if you want to go down there, I've added some Ogre Lords. If you want to go past
shit.
them, some...
Okay, so I'm gonna do like I'm kind of a PVMer here. That's.
I don't really have a way to add Easter Spirits, unfortunately.
No, that's good. Easter Spirits are dicks.
Let me set them Paragon just a sec.
Oh yeah, let's just set them to Paragon. I get hit for 4.
I'm gonna have to hop off for my kid in a few minutes.
No, you're good. This is everything here has been phenomenal. Oh god, now they're gonna run.
Can we start asking questions?
Okay, I'm coming to kill you here.
Yep. Tony goes, I'll set them. They're all fucking Paragons.
No.
That's how it should work.
See that?
That's awesome, dude.
Now put in some of those.
75 damage a shot.
Holy shit!
Put in the Easter ones that do like 300 a shot.
Oh, those things are mean as shit.
And they run 3 times as fast.
Yeah.
All right, Oxford. Hey, it
Tito.
was great, man. Thank you for doing this.
No, thank you, man. And we'll, you know what? We'll practice. Cool. We'll practice, man.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
All right, buddy. That's crazy.
Yo, she-bitch. That's a lot of good information.
Yeah, there's a ton.
Let's go.
Oh no, he looted me.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that does happen.
That's fucking funny.
Can we ask questions?
Yeah, go for it.
Can you?
Not related to this. May I ask questions not related to PvP?
I mean, he has the right to not answer them.
Well, no, I'm saying like, so I'm trying to make more characters, and then I see that Necro and like the talisman's coming out. Is that going to be Necromancer as in the skill?
No.
Okay.
It'll just be a talisman.
Okay, so it'll just be different. Okay.
Yeah, like the archery talisman.
So no. Bringing that into the game?
Right. That was my main question. I want to make my last alt, and I was going to wait if Necromancy was coming in, but if it's not, then it's just going to incorporate other stuff we already have, so I can do that.
Yeah.
That's
what he said earlier today. Is they're not bringing Shiv or anything like that.
No, nothing like that.
Okay, I just wanted to make
Which is kind of good because I don't know how that works.
It changes the whole game.
Yeah, completely. Especially with sphere rule sets. Could you imagine?
I don't know the first thing about necromancy, so no, I couldn't even imagine it.
There's totally different forms of it. There's necromancy, and then like Outlands made it so that it just covers up like magery or taming type stuff. So you take your summon elemental, like
it turns into a zombie.
Yeah, it turns it into something. So it's a form of necromancy, So it's like
it's actually kind of neat, really. When you could summon, so you can summon what 5. So you would use summon creature, and it would summon like minor or lesser undead. So it'd be like skeletons and cool shit like that.
You couldn't control what it turned into. It was like you had to hope for something good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Specters.
So I have part of it built already. There's already a screenshot, I'm sure, going around where you can you click the talisman and then you choose what to summon based on your talisman's level.
Oh, that's cool.
You can either summon like a skeleton archer. One thing is though, as soon as these things get flagged for PvP, they're gonna start decaying.
Really?
Oh, nice.
Yeah. You won't be able to use it. You won't be able to use like 6 or 5 skeleton archers to.
Oh my god! Could you imagine?
Do PvP with no.
Dude, that'd be ridiculous.
We were wondering about that last night. How, like some of them, like say like the one that lets you. What was it? Kinjin, you're still in here, right?
Yeah.
We were talking last night about the one like that lets you stealth all over some crap. What was it? Like how we prevent that from being used in PvP?
Well, they all have
anti-PvP.
Stop them from being used in PvP.
Is that what you said? Everyone needs to go make stealth archers right now. Yeah.
No, we were just trying to do a different kind of PvP. So like imagine like we're in this dungeon stealth and you run by being attacked by a mob and we all shoot you. You're dead.
Oh yeah. Oh, you
So
dump on them as arrows.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, I mean, we're all going to miss 8 times first, but if one of us hits you, you know, like, that's the biggest thing right now, too, is, like, missing so many times on shooting.
Well, that's the one thing. Like, Magery, you basically almost never miss. You can fizzle, but you really never miss your spell. With, like, melee or for archery, it's just, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, so we are, I mean, we've talked about things that we're going to do to counter all of this. I mean, it's all going to take some time to get to the perfect balance here, but we really want to take RNG out of any type of PvP on this game. So if you're missing, I mean, that's RNG, right? Like, that's 50%. Like, basically, if you're both GM melee skills, you have a 50% chance to miss. I think the better solution for that is, rather than you know, and even if you do hit, like, as a melee person, you have a chance to, like, if you hit twice in a row, like, basically two-shot somebody.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I meant specifically against monsters. I wasn't talking PvP. Like, I know PvP is working fine. Just like if I'm fighting the lowest creature, like an Etten out in the woods, right? Sometimes I'll two-shot it, and then next time I'll miss 10 times with the same bow.
So that right now, I believe, is countered with the Berserker Talisman. If you have Arms Lore, it reduces your chance to miss by a lot.
So these things are working as intended because it's meant to get you to the talisman point.
Well, yeah, I mean,
okay.
I mean, UO Forever's been around for 9 years,
right,
and we have the same rules as them. So if something's not working, it's basically a lack of knowledge on our part. And I mean, even me, I don't know all the ins and outs of everything. So,
well, it's funny because, like, when I was doing provocation, I was like, why the fuck are they stopping fighting? And then I decided, like a smart person, to go and read the wiki, and I was like, oh shit, that's why. The higher you get, the farther away from your mobs you can be to grab more or to start a secondary fight. But not knowing that, which is a lot of cases, and most often when you're coming to this server, because you're thinking, you know, it's going to work one way, and it's truly not broken. It's just there's something additive towards it. So, you know, when we're doing what we're doing with, like, right now, hitting, you know, the mob, like he said, and then now you bring up the Berserker Talisman, it's like, shit, maybe we need to go do the, you know, Talisman. It's time, right? Because we were talking about that, to maybe go take a day and go, hey, we're going to stream the content push, you know?
If you want to do that, I mean, I 100% think you should be. that's like the best way to get into the next steps of the games, to get to the point that everybody else is on a UO Forever, right?
We thought it would be that easy, Ox, but it's 30 vanquishing weapons to start the quest per talisman per character.
Wait, to start it, or is it to initial to get through the second?
The first step, it gives you an item you have to feed 30 vanquishing weapons to. Then you get to the next step.
Bing bong.
I think the big thing is
Fuck
also
your life! Bing bong.
Any of the Bard classes, which is like a PVM thing, kind of defeats the purpose of the talisman unless you actually
double bing bong.
Yeah, but we're not all gonna be the rogue style with a crossbow. You know, there's dexters, there's other crap. You can't just all use the rogue talisman.
If you guys, I mean, you guys are all pretty close friends and you know, do this as a group.
That's. I mean, we'll just say we're close because we're in the same Discord. We're friends because we don't have anybody else to talk to.
We send booty pics, but not feet pics kind of friends. You know, like, we don't want to go all out.
No, but we're a clique. I would say we're a clique. We're definitely a close knit group that does fucking run together and fight together and all that stuff.
And I'm not complaining about the amount. I'm saying, like, it's supposed to make you grind. You know, like, I get that. I was just letting him know he wasn't here when we.
I missed last night because I was in Disney.
What I'm trying to get to is, if you guys all want to throw your Vanks together and get one of your guilds together and started on that. You know, that would be beneficial to all of you because that person can then farm those faster, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
I mean, we've basically been doing that. A person picks a character and like, hey, save me all this type of weapon. Like we've been doing.
Well, yeah, we got
essentially
Dorian,
that.
who's basically the guild tamer right now. I have a secondary subclass of a tamer. He's like a troglodyte, basically. But I've got my 105 scroll. He's getting that, and then he's got a 115 as well. So he'll be able to kind of power through it, power up and through it. And then, you know, we have different people doing different things. So we kind of feed each other. Very similar to what you're saying. But hearing 30 Vanks, everyone kind of fucking cringes, even though that we like each other enough to help each other. We're just like, ugh.
It was just, you saw like the Discord, like want to buy, want to sell, and it was like selling all these Vinks, selling all this, and then the next day when we found out, it's like buying all Vinks, don't care what kind.
Yeah, it didn't matter.
Like, totally flips. Like everyone was giving them away, selling them for super cheap, and like nobody's gonna buy this, and they just flipped instantly.
Yeah.
And the market just flipped and changed, and everything's so much more expensive, and so. But I mean,
let's run through a couple more scenarios here, and then.
We appreciate you for answering or trying to.
Yeah, no problem. So I'm gonna roll up on you.
Okay.
And you need to make sure that you're not the first one to attack. Actually, I'm not sure if it matters with reds if you're the aggressor.
As far as porting.
Can you? Well, I attacked you now, so we're not gonna be able to know. Yeah, as far as recalling goes. So
He said. Tito said if you had a count, that matters. So he got rid of my.
If you have a count, it for sure does. Yep.
Another one. Spell channeling weapons. Are those? Is that going to be a thing or no?
No.
Okay, good. Whew.
You're gone.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
You made it.
Let's go. Look, that Morin can be taught.
Now, my other question, though, is multiple talismans. So if you build like a Dexter Mage, can you have more than one talisman?
You can only have one activated, I believe. Is that correct?
Yeah, you can only have one on it.
You can have them all, but you can only have one.
Okay, but you can pick up multiple types, though.
Well, that's what the thing said.
yeah,
You can do the quest multiple times. You can only wear one at a time with a 15-minute window, or you can pay the 10K on the little shrine thingy to instant do it, right?
Correct. And there are some requirements as far as what skills you can use. Like if you have taming, I believe you can't use a mage talisman.
Yeah, and there's one if you have Provo or any kind of magery, you're fucked.
Yeah, so
Which
you
makes
have to
sense.
stick within those rules too.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Back to WoW.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm gonna roll up on you here.
Ah, fuck me, fuck me. Wrong button. Oh, fuck.
I heard you with the invis there.
Yeah, and I ran like an asshole. Ah. Yeah, I totally ran too. Yeah, I totally ran. Damn it, man.
What you're doing there?
That sucks. It's close.
Much better though, right?
Yeah, it feels there's more of an understanding of kind of like the order of operations, if that makes sense, right? Like it all kind of comes together.
Yeah, and I mean, as the numbers increase, like if there was 2 people chasing you, you know, your adrenaline would be way up there, so you'd be screwing up more. Plus,
Oh yeah.
Plus, you know, it's even harder to get away from them. So as you know, the Zergs get bigger, then it's harder to get away.
So what is your play time? How many years have you played this type of rule set?
Since 2002, I think.
Oh wow, so you have quite a bit.
Yeah. Like I've been running servers, I think, even since 2004. So.
Oh, that's what happened. So that's a true case. I ran out of fucking spells on my rune book. So that can happen.
Yeah,
That's a true case scenario. So I had it. I was hitting the right button. Then I panicked because it wasn't working. So that's a pretty common thing if you're not careful. Although I do have a little 30 charge book in my bag.
That's bullshit.
What do you mean it's bullshit? I earned that. I fucking earned. I streamed and streamed.
Did Tito take your majory back away? If it doesn't have scrolls, I think you should be using the spell instead.
Let me see. No, he didn't yet.
Okay.
So that would be actually having to cast that spell, and then I'd have to make sure that book is as well default, which I didn't have.
Well, so when you type recall, it'll search up to like 4 or 5 books, and go for the rune that has that name.
So on that case, I would have a second one. Well, if I have majory, I would cast it. I wouldn't use the book itself, correct? It's like I should technically be casting.
It should, yeah. Your macro should be fine if you try it.
You do not have that. Oh, I don't have that spell in my book. What? Hold on, that's impossible.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Oh, I've got it. I have a full spell book. You do not have that spell.
The one thing I just did today by accident was.
Do you have an empty spell book as well?
No. I have. No. That's. It's actually saying because I don't have it. So when I do / recall, that's my book alone. So when I set that recall up, let me try to change that and add. Because it's just say. So I'm doing recall books. That's my book itself. So if I add on there as a backup, wouldn't it be cast spell recall? And then the same thing? I wonder.
The function is supposed to be good enough to not do that. Like it's supposed to, if you have 100% chance plus the regs plus the mana, it's supposed to not even use a scroll. I believe is how I coded it. Just a sec here.
Yep, that's it. So I actually can, just to counteract that, we could set it up to, which is the same thing basically.
So you're getting you do not have that spell?
Right? I'm getting yes, correct. Let's try that. Yep. So it says you do not have that spell. There are no charges left on that item.
Oh, okay. So it's trying to use charges.
So how would I know what book via the macro system what I would want to click?
If it has spell.
So cast spell recall, it would be target, wouldn't it? Or use object? No, that's last.
So, I mean, it's trying to find the spell in your spell book. Are you sure you don't have like a empty spell book or anything on you there?
No. I have recall on two. I have 2 spell books, and I have recall on both of them. So there's recall on both of those spell books.
Confusing it.
Well, here, I'll drop this one. Hold on. Let's see.
It doesn't know which book to pick.
Let's see. No, straight up. See how it's giving me. If I hit 5, it's actually telling me you do not have that spell, which it seems to be just a rune book. No, I got enough regs.
Yeah. Okay.
Because if I target my book, so watch, I'll show you. So when I hit it, it initializes my target, and I hit that, and it starts doing it. I stopped it, of course, by tab, but it does once I click it. So I don't want to do last object. Because if I click on a like a lesser heal pot, it'll pop off, right? So I don't want that to happen.
I'll have to look into it, but it's I guess it's failing on saying that you have that spell, so that there must be a bug or something with that. But yeah, for sure, if you have charges in there, it should use that.
Yeah, which it does, and then all of a sudden I don't, which is odd. But I mean, it is what it is. But I was wondering, maybe, you know what? Let me just see for shits and giggles. I mean, it'll obviously be a problem because I'm doing a last object, as opposed to.
Oh no, you don't. You don't want to set a macro to manually do this.
Yeah, because technically it would recall easy, so it should.
Yeah. Just that should be fine.
Yeah, it's coming right up above me. There are no charges left.
Yeah, I mean, it should be saying there's no charges left because that's the backup. If it can't find the spell, it'll try to use the charges, but it should be, because your magery is high enough and you should have the spell. It should be trying to actually cast the recall spell on it because you have 0 chance of failure casting the spell.
Right.
But for some reason it's not detecting that. Try like wearing that spell book in your hand.
Nope. Weird.
Yeah.
Well, Grape, the reason that there's an issue is there's a latency behind them. So that's, yes, if it was in Razor, I could set it up that way because you actually check which one you want it to use. But the ones in game are meant to be done the way they programmed them, which what he's saying is if I don't have the spell, it will default to using the book and its charge. But there's something off, he's saying. Right now is what's happening.
Yeah.
Which,
The Calcifer, this works on UO forever, right?
It does, he says.
I don't know why. What the hell's going on with that?
That's weird.
I'll look into it though.
Yeah, no worries. So now it's just practice. So now I got to get everyone off the guild and go fuck around and do duels.
Yeah, but let's do you have recall scrolls? Well, I'll give you some recall scrolls here to put in there.
It only takes 9.
Is the Asylum dungeon not open on?
All I gotta say is look at that bag, guys. That bag is badass. It's orange. Sorry. I like my bag. Daytime drinking's fun.
Say it louder, Magic Me.
The Asylum dungeon, is it not open?
We do have some dungeons turned off because we want to, when people first got in here, it's kind of like information overload, so we want to slowly roll things out.
Yeah. All right. I was just wondering, it's my favorite dungeon from UOF. So when I got there, I was like, no.
Perfect. All right, so let's try
It will
that
be
now.
open soon, though.
Yep, it worked. It worked.
Is there a set date for releasing the dungeons?
We don't have a set date yet.
I would assume it's probably based on populace and where things are at.
Did you recall?
Nope. No. I'm on feet because I mean, shit, it happens.
Okay, I'm going to take away your magery here, and I'm going to show you, or at least teach you a little bit on how to recall even if you don't have magery.
Okay. Wouldn't that be the same way that I'm doing it now?
It is, yep.
Okay.
I mean, you only have 60 magery, so what you've been doing now isn't that much
Too far off. Yeah, because I wouldn't have that. Asylum's up.
Your magery should be gone, right?
Magery is down to where it should be. Yes, sir. Which at 0, my show reel should be 0.
Okay, so alright, where are you here?
I'm hiding. I heard that there's some mean PKs in the area. Fuckers.
So yeah, I mean, in Vizpot's work, the thing, I know you guys are all like scared of poison here, but poison isn't anywhere near as bad as you might think.
Now, does the growing mechanics still work for orange petals? Is that a thing here?
They're not disabled right now, so technically yes. They might be in the
disable
future.
them.
We have to see how they kind of mesh with PvP, but Yeah, they technically work.
So
if I poison you here, you can see there's one tick that hurts you right away.
Yep.
Right there.
Yep.
And now you have 7 seconds that you can cast spells before they start. Well,
there it
you have
is.
7 seconds before you get another tick. So if you start trying to cast a recall as soon as
That tick goes.
As soon as you get poisoned, it's going to fizzle every time. But if you wait until that tick happens, you got to watch, and then you can recall.
Oh, I did. I fizzed on purpose. That makes sense.
Yeah. So
at this point, I don't have magery. I'm fucking around. I'm going back and forth. Wait for it to hit.
Trying to watch that though in a chaotic situation.
Oh, for sure, it's tough.
But it works. It does work.
That's the way to do it.
So everyone's got to get that recall macro going. It does work. I'm sitting here getting my shit pushed in.
And I mean, it doesn't damage you that much. It's like
it's just an
6
annoyance
damage every 8 seconds. And
Yeah.
That's all it is because it fizzles you and fizzles your bandage. As well.
So everybody here is used to the OSI poison, which is a fucking monster, and it's not as bad here. We're assuming the worst, and it's not that bad.
So say I rolled up on him with GM Magery, GM Alchemy, GM Poisoning, and I cast the poison on him.
Well, that'd be far worse,
that
though.
hurt? Yeah. Does it work like that? Like it actually will hurt him more?
Oh yeah, Kelsifer has a valid point here. It might be that recall requires a little bit more than 60 magery, and I do have it doing a skill check. So you may do a skill check fizzle on recall at 60 magery, so it might be looking for like 67 or something.
And I was at 66, so you might be right. Okay.
Yeah. So, sorry, can you ask your question again?
Oh, he was saying that it didn't hurt, but my question would be, is it if I have full magery build with full poison leveled up and
Like a Nox mage.
Will that do more of a pressure? Will it do more damage? You know?
I'm not sure how that's currently enabled right now. On UO Forever, it's also based on range. So
yeah, that's what I meant. Like if I got within like a few tiles, like I ran up on him as a blue, which happens to us a lot. And cast the poison.
So it might do more damage per tick there, but it's not going to.
It'll have the same mechanic, though. He has that chance to get
exactly. Yes.
So basically, what started the frivolous like fucking the meltdown was you would see your band-aids go from 1 to 7 to 20 to 22, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? So I mean, there is a legit issue there, but it's more of a pressure than it is it's more of like a demonstrative aid than it is anything else, right? Because you just can't heal through it. That's the issue.
If you're bandaging, you need to get. I believe you can cure poison from bandages, but you need to get that like perfectly timed. And if you're fighting somebody, they can just magic arrow you or whatever, and it's not going to do anything, right? So the odds are it's not going to work until we change
a little bit
bandaging to be more of a hot. It's not going to help you there, but. If you just let it go and try to recall out, that's the best bet. Trying to heal yourself it's not going to work.
Okay, so what it boils down to is you're not meant to actually engage as a PvP encounter as a Dexer. You just need to go away. You just need to leave.
You can. I've seen mages get destroyed. The problem is now mages are getting their defensive wrestling and stuff, so they've decreased the chance to 50-50 whether you hit them or not. And until that gets changed, it's hard to rely on that,
right?
Unless you're if you're against a seasoned mage, you're probably not going to win there. You can try hiding behind LOS and making them come to you to get into line of sight, and then hitting them with a halberd or a slow weapon to do a lot of damage at that point.
Right.
But one-on-one, a mage and melee person, probably gonna lose.
Yeah, it's one of the things that people are finding discouraging is the old Halley mage on OSI, right? They're not a complaint, but there's an issue that's been brought up that Halley mages aren't as good as people thought they were, being on how the setup here is. But you know, looking at if we're going to use a talisman, right? You can kind of, we're being forced, and I say forced because we want to play here and play not pissed off all the time, right? So, and that's not a bad thing. I guess force is it's objective at that point to feel if it's bad or not, but not in a bad way. But force meaning the force, the inertia of a wave hitting you when you're at the beach, right? The force of that. We're being forced to be pushed on to rethink designs of builds and everything, where come off of OSI, come off of the other type of playstyles because of how it works here. Bringing magery into it is no different than going to Outlands and everybody has fucking tracking. Like every goddamn tracking build is a tracking build. So here it's getting 60 or 67, figuring out how to manipulate your character around that, and then knowing Talisman, like you really are kind of, that even kind of pushes you to think out of the box as well, right? Like I have Provo, I have Disco, I have Barding. I can't have certain talismans because I have certain skills. So it's not a bad thing. I think, hi Luna, I think what it really boils down to be honest with you, is just understanding that things are different, and it may look the same. And I think that's one of the hardest things, right? You're in shame. You're in all these things that you're used to through OSI. So you have that nostalgia first and foremost. That's, you know, that's what you lead with. And then you're like, why isn't this fucking working? I've had so many of those conversations out loud, in anger, when really it's just my own ignorance because I haven't done research on, first and foremost, DOF as well as Sphere, right?
There's ways to survive. There's probably a lot of stuff that even Teto and I don't know, as far as what builds are going to work, and you know, it's going to be a lot of trial and error, and you know, we're going to have to rebalance things as you know, things are too strong, things are too weak, and you know, this is kind of a journey that we're all taking together here. This is the first time it's been done like this. Usually on Sphere servers you can get every skill. This is the first time we've tried to do templates, so
oh, no joke, really? So that explains the 100 too as well.
Yeah, there were some Sphere shards where you could like go 125, 100, and then like 75, but yeah, those were of all the time that I played Sphere, that was like one server out of 10 type thing.
No, but I think, you know, I think using, well, someone asked that question earlier. Where do you guys stand with dropping furniture? That's illegal, correct? I know you can drop hay, but dropping furniture and boxes and shit like that, I mean, not only for stall tactics, but also line of sight issues. I know some servers that's a complete bannable offense if you do that.
I don't think so. I've never
just running around dropping bookshelves and shit in front of people's faces.
I think that's just an Outlands thing, man.
It could be.
They're
but
scared of PvP.
Well, yeah.
I mean, the thing is that if it crosses into excessive griefing, then you know it becomes a problem. Like if your goal with dropping furniture is to annoy people for you know hours at a time, so they can't even get home, you know, then
that's shitty.
Have to get involved.
Well,
that's shitty.
What about leaving dragons in people's houses when they log in?
Leaving dragons in people's houses?
So, Dorian, the shitter that he is, he's that corn that gets stuck and you can never wipe it off. He decides to name it a person who told me they want to put a Glock in my mouth and pull the trigger, as well as my shitter of a brother. And he names 2 dragons, drops in my house. I log in and they're sitting there. So what he's getting at is he's trying to be funny, and he should basically be banned.
Yeah, for sure bannable.
No.
Just make it a rule if the name's Dorian.
Dorian or Dorian X. That's just it. You're done. Banned. No, I think what we learned today, honestly, is first and foremost, it's perspective, right? So I guess you get there by expectations, understanding not only is it a Sphere rule set, but also there's adjustments that have been done on the server to that they perceive to be this grave undertaking. And now after just today's little session, Poison's like, get the fuck out of my face, dude. I'm cool. right?
So
Because
we want to try to incorporate some majoring on the Dexters for cure.
correct. But you got
does casting make it makes us drop our weapon though?
So that is well. Hold on. Inside of Razor, you can unequip and re-equip. So that will do it for you and put it back on. But the question I have here is, and if it's a trade secret, it's kind of a need to know basis. But do you guys fathom bringing in weapons that are castable weapons?
Spell channel?
Spell channeling?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay.
But I mean, the main thing is that, like, the only thing that's stopping it from being a spell channeling weapon right now is you double clicking it again. Even if we were to bring in spell channeling weapons, which I really don't think we are, you would have to, like, it would reset your swing timer anyway. So
right,
it wouldn't ever be like you could cast and then swing and then
and time it that way to where kind of you double hit.
Right. But that being said, I mean, we're open to making Dexers better in PvP. The bandaging change is going to help for survivability.
Right.
We're talking about making it so you never miss. You never even fizzle a spell. Like I said, we want to take RNG out of it. So
never missing. Oh my God.
So rather than missing, I'm thinking, and this would balance the damage to be exactly how it is now. Like, if you have a 50% miss chance, if you just deal 50% of the damage 100% of the time, that's the only benefit then is that you're actually fizzling their spells by hitting them in PvP cases.
But if you're not two hitting somebody, they can. It's left up to their. So that brings out skill instead of RNG. It'll highlight skill players, and that makes a lot more sense. So instead of whacking someone for 110, you're hitting them for 55. It takes a little longer, right? Of course, if you don't get those back-to-back hits, but it also makes the engagement a little more pressing. The adrenaline gets to go. I think that's a really cool way of looking at it.
Yeah, and as far as on the other side of things, if you're a Dexer and you're fighting against a mage and you get 2 lucky hits, they're dead. Like, we want to take that away too. So
the way you guys did, what's that spell?
Reactive armor.
Reactive armor. That's almost the same way as they need to run that. Like, that makes them have to keep that in a rotation of keeping it on.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, it brings another element for them to have to worry about. Oh shit, let me check. It's like a launch list. We're gonna roll now. Let's go. Okay, you got this, you got that. We're doing the same thing. It brings intent to an adventure where right now, if it wasn't for PvP, just like on OSI, we kind of just, all right, let's go. And you're like, oh shit, I got to get this. But you're doing that before. There's like this pre-launch checklist that everyone sort of kind of does. That's purposeful, you know?
Yeah, and I mean, as far as engagements go, you need to look at who you're fighting, and if you're fighting a mage, you're going to have to choose to use Magic Reflect. If you're fighting a melee person, or they might even trick you into using the wrong spell, and then you're locked into that for a minute or whatever.
Yeah.
So
that's interesting. That's a really cool. And I gotta say, I mean, look, it's only been what, 2 weeks now? I mean, 2 weeks this Sunday. Has it been? I think 14 days, 15 days.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's a lot to evolve here. Yeah, so I mean, shit, it's a really good thing to see that.
Yeah.
Question about weapons and armor. At what point is it better to use crafted weapons and armor over magical armor? At what point is it shadow? Is it copper? When do you
there's
replace
no
a Vank with a Valrite crafted weapon?
Yeah,
I don't have an answer to that.
But is there a purposeful reason why you guys did not put resists on for any reason?
On armor?
Yeah. Because it doesn't read out. It just tells you, hey, you have 35, you have 25 armor. It doesn't tell you if you have fire.
That would be like Age of Shadows resists. Yeah,
right.
We don't.
You guys aren't running that at all?
No.
I was thinking from like if you were going to manipulate kind of PvP with PVM, kind of like it's a certain set that you'd run out with, as opposed to PVM, right? You're gonna go fight something that you're gonna need this higher resist than this. But no, it's just I mean, I know it's UOR era. I'm just saying, just with Sphere, how that works, right? Because if you're a PVM, I mean not a PVM, but a Dexer, It's kind of just another line of defense.
So we're very likely never going to have that in PvP. I have been behind the scenes implementing a damage type system where that information is kind of being transmitted on the backside to where if we want to do a dungeon, where you get a buff or a debuff that you're taking more fire damage or taking more damage that you should have been able to avoid. I'm slowly implementing things like that behind the scenes that are not quite being used yet, and they might be implemented as far as PVM goes, but it'll never be implemented in PvP.
Okay. Well, Cigar, so one of the things that is right now, okay, so right now, before I had the education that I had from today's little event, most all Dexers felt that they were not only hands behind their back, but they were hogtied. Because you're running from shard to shard, and you find a new home, and you're like, okay, and because you see something, you believe it to be true. And what I mean by that is we're in shame. It's not like Outlands has all their own stuff, and not that that's a problem. I'm not comparing the two, but what I'm saying is, if I walk into one of Outlands' dungeons, that's unfamiliar completely. But because shame or despise or deceit brings such a familiarity, you are pre-programmed of 20 years of playing on different shards that poison works a certain way, or these things kind of play out a certain way. And so because we are all creatures of habit, come to go, oh, we're already screwed. But really and truthfully, we were given today a huge, not even a leg, a full body up to deal with. Do we engage or do we flee, but yet we still survive? Most people who were Dexters would get PvP and they'd just stop. Fuck it. And they'd be pissed and they'd throw their keyboard or whatever the case is. And what this has done is this has allowed us to understand that that's not the case. And because you are in such an adrenaline phase, you don't think right to begin with. Secondarily, you're on the receiving, so you're like fuck, and you literally start doing dumb things. It happens unless you're of OG and a vet and whatever. Buku to you, but it's an elite a branch of people. So a lot of people have also come from Sphere, and this is twofold, right? So Sphere itself is that's 1.0, and what they're doing here is they're taking Sphere and making it a 2.0 or 2.5. So even Sphere people are going to have to understand that there are some things that will change, but not for the worst. What they're saying is like the healing really, to be quite frank, is not that big of a deal. Like what you're doing is huge, but it's not a tipping of the scale huge. It's keeping Majory where it's at, but bringing the Dexters slightly up and maybe abreast or slightly to it, but it's not going to go, we're even. It's going to keep its Sphere, right? Yeah.
And honestly, I feel like maybe the best thing to do for, we got whole new guilds of people that have never played Sphere, and then we got guilds of people that have played Sphere. Yep. Like, if you want to look for somebody that's just a solo Sphere player that's never played any of these style servers, you guys can learn from each other and help each other out. I mean, like I said, there's people that have been doing this for 20 years, and I mean, I've been doing it for, I did it super hardcore for the first 10 years there, and now I fight Teto every once in a while just to see how it feels, because this is ingrained into my DNA at this point, where I want to know how the PvP itself feels here. And I can tell when little things are off, so I do still do that, but very seldomly. So even myself, I don't compare to any of like Fruit Dealer and that. I cannot. He could beat me in probably 30 seconds at this point.
But in talking with him, because I've talked with him a little bit behind the scenes, slightly, and what I mean by that, like just in kind of like not DMs or anything like that, but just kind of off the thing, and he's like, most of the high-end individuals will not kill you over and over and over and over again. If they'll kill you once, they kind of got the head, put it on my trophy, and then the rest of the day they kind of just go by you.
You hope, yeah.
But you
not
do
a-
have
not a
hardcore.
rule,
Well, but then it's just like an unspoken kind of like courtesy, right? Like, hey, I kicked your ass. I don't need to do it again. I've already reached the Everest on that point. And then you have OSI PvPers who just hate their lives, and they want to make everyone else hate the game too, to the point where they want to leave. It's this weird mentality with Sphere players, and most of the people that do Sphere hardcore typically are kind of like the gentleman white glove, smack you, have a duel, okay, best man wins, where
New follower.
there are some PvPers who just are just this gang mentality of, we got to jump you in, we got to jump you out, we're just going to ruin your life, and oh, I'm the best one because I'm the last one on the server. And there are both of those people there, and it's kind of a weird mix what has been brought over with the Sphere mentality of, hey, you know, you kind of tip your hat at the guy when you walk by because they won, and that's all they need to know. So it's a weird dynamic of the clashing of UO Forever people who've played forever over there, no pun intended, and then they come over here and they're like, fuck, this is kind of weird. I like the moving.
Yeah,
I find the moving
it's
is really neat.
very exhilarating.
Yeah, it's a good place
Just
to be.
now, like getting used to it. I just had my first PK encounter, and I escaped using the tactics that I just learned from the video.
And that's gonna make them
I
have
haven't
to be
even
better
missed
too.
potions, but that probably would have helped.
But it's gonna force them to get better as well. So it's gonna be this cat and mouse game.
Exactly.
So I think it's really great. I think not only that, but knowing that Tito's willing to have these one-offs or these, he was joking, calling them weekend education things. I think it's really great that they're going to come through and try to bring help for people who are helpless. And we as OSI players or Outland players, we have this hopeless way about us because we're so ingrained for doing things a certain way. And I would imagine some of the UO Forever people, could you imagine coming to a server that's identical and then all of a sudden someone can run and cast? You're like, what the fuck? Like, it's such a weird kind of, you've got to flip a slight switch. So it's a really exhilarating way to learn to play and to be part of an environment and a community. And the community's been really good. I'll say this, it's been one of the best communities I've come across in a long time. Supportive. It's not a lot. I mean, there's shit talking. There's always going to be shit talking, but there's it's like limited, right? So I'm curious to see what evolves of this, and then when people start to get into Talesmans and stuff like that, because that's more PVM in essence, and does that bring that there? Because you're gonna have to have some PVM as well, right? Just, I mean, all day, always, it's gonna get boring, right? If you're
this is not a PvP shard, but you know it does have PvP aspects. It is
right.
Fluid.
But it's fluid. It's weird. It's kind of going into a lukewarm pool when you expected it to be cold, right? You don't have that a jarring effect where you pull back. You can kind of ease into it because it's like the rads. I'm calling them rads. I'm sorry. They're fucking random awesome dungeons. I know that's not what you guys call them, but sorry. But I like that aspect. I think it's a very neat aspect. One thing that was being tossed around in chat a couple days ago, though, and maybe something you guys have not heard of, but if there is a way to have soloable content as well. Now, that's being stolen from, the solo dungeons themselves with a PvP encounter possible of like one person kind of coming in. Like, that's an Albion kind of mentality, right? But to know that you guys already have a fundamental system in place, you can expound on that quite differently in different directions to bring more and more content, which is kind of neat.
Yeah, we do have the instancing system, and we've only scratched the surface of what it can do. We're talking like we can host WoW style raids on it too, technically, if we wanted to. But yeah, I mean, we're
right, Shib.
We've got big plans. There's no lack of ideas here, we'll say.
Well, not only that, but you guys have, you have a lot of. First, you have tenure, right? So you have people who've been around quite a bit. You have people who are still passionate about it after 9 years, that want to continue to design and improve and change and make new. Like the boating system, I'm so excited to get into that. The boating system in Outlands was a joke. Very cool, very neat. One thing that they do, though, is they have mobs that are on the ocean that you can fight as if they were people, right? And they had different types. They had magic users, they had orcs, they had different things you could do when you encounter. And you can go out there and be a pirate, and you can kind of do a solo thing. And it's not necessarily PvP orientated, which is kind of neat. And hopefully you guys, because I think talking to Tito, you guys don't have the NPC boats out there that kind of act like PCs. But as a whole, the boating system is just kind of cool how you guys have that set up in a way where tracking matters, right? You brought that skill to something that is really neat. How it just like you do with provocation, is the more you have, the farther out you can see. That's pretty cool. So there's a ton of shit that you guys have that even the click that I have, we haven't even gotten close to, you know? And hopefully the guilds that are on here, I mean, I like all the guys on B&B, but it's like it's these massive fucking guilds. I'm hoping the more pocketed guilds kind of come about and start playing about, which would be really cool. But you know, I'd like to see more smaller guilds that kind of rise up and bring challenge to militias and stuff like that, right? So, 15 days in, and because you have so much content and history on the UO Forever, and they brought it over here, it feels as if it's an old matured server with a bunch of noobs running around, right?
Right.
So I do think that I'd like to revisit maybe in a couple weeks, dude, and kind of have like another show and tell or hearsay kind of like conversation like we're doing like today. Like that was really cool teaching, and then kind of have like a cool event. Maybe we'll try my guild to kind of put together something cool. I don't know. But I like to see not hardcore people kind of get in, because it's very daunting knowing, like, say, if we get 30 people on, Fruit Dealer's going to kill them all, right? Because the people that we're going to bring on are going to be people who are learning, and they're C type class players, right? Just because they just don't know.
Whoa.
No, and I'm talking to not the game, but to the PvP style. So you go do that, and you get an S class player like Fruit Dealer, and he's coming in there and he just wipes the whole fucking place. That sucks. So like I would want to like play someone who's with under the 35 percentile can play, right? And you can tell by who has been ranked up on the boards. And I think that would be really cool to kind of have like a really neat PvP like you guys were doing last weekend, I believe it was. There's a PvP event. I think it'd be really cool, dude, to have somebody who you're dealing with the lower end experience players. Is where the experienced players would come in and like adopt and help and like, hey, do this next time, you know, get those guys as like coaches to see if there's any improvement and room for improvement, right? I think that would be pretty badass. Have them sponsor a team, you know, try to get like a bracket.
Cool.
I don't know. I just there's so many different things that you can do with this, because how often can you say you're looking at a 20-year-old game and there are 85% of the people are novice to newbie? Very few.
There's so many small questions that I like would love to follow up with from like playing older UO Forever. Like I believe you could get better skill gain in dungeons.
You can now.
Is that type of stuff carry over to the sister shard? Or?
Yeah, go into the Britain fucking sewers and see how many people are sitting at the fucking rope ladder, dude. There's like 100 people right there. Yeah, it's funny.
So we do intend on doing another FAQ like we did just before the launch. That's on YouTube if you haven't seen it yet.
And like stealable rares. Is that a thing as well?
Oh, I fucking wish.
Stealable what?
I love
rares.
Stealable rares.
Oh yes. Those are. I'm not sure if they're turned on yet, but they will be. They will be.
Yeah, those are fucking. That's what's amazing. That's cool.
I know you get yourself into like a 5-hour adventure. You're like, can I steal this?
Yeah. Now, Tony, do you guys, and you know, like again, you can plead the fifth on any of these questions, and then when you're sick of questions, you can tell us to fuck off, and you're going to go back to your dungeon of coding. But and any time that we do get outside of what we've done already, I do appreciate immensely. And which I wish I had that here. One of the things that we were looking at was cartography. We had somebody who was kind of excelling in that region. We were finding 4 and 5 maps were kind of like, because we thought 6 maps would start maybe producing a higher yield out of scrolls. It would produce vanquishing weapons. Is that something that's just not turned on yet, or the loot tables are just off, or?
Oh yeah, I do remember T.
It would be the same as UO Forever.
Okay.
Most of the reason why people do T maps, I think, is to get those shards for creating the RDAs, the private RDAs.
Okay.
That's like the best drop. I believe they drop like 10% of the time.
Oh, so there does make some sense to do a cartography in some sort. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
There's people that only do T maps.
Okay.
That keeps them interested. I do like you said there. I'm gonna have to run here soon, but I do for sure appreciate everything with teaching you, and hopefully this video can be used to teach everybody. And like I said, Teto and I, or Teto probably the whole team here will be doing an FAQ in the next week or two, and at any time that you're wanting to do something like this, I think we can do it with you as well. It's in all of our best interests to show everybody how things work on here.
Well, I'll say this in closing, and I know you have to go. I have what this did today. There's that invigorating feel again. I was kind of feeling down. I was like, man, I feel defeated. I'm so used to playing Dexers or a Poisoner Dexer, those type of things, and I just was like, man, there's no way out. There's no clear objective that I can see. And then obviously being a streamer, and there are streamers out there who, sniping happens. We do understand that. And by no means do we think we're impervious to that. But knowing that there is a way out now has given me a new lease on life, if you will. Cause like I said, I donated to do, I wanted my Ethy. And I was like, dude, this fucking sucks, man. I got my Ethy. I love what they're doing. I don't see myself playing this. And then I was like, you know what? We talked about this. Let me get through today. Let me get through this session and see. And I'm already back to where I was on day one. Fucking excited, ready to do it. Like, I want to start practicing. And not only that, knowing that it's free to practice, you're stupid to not try it at least once a week to start getting muscle memory.
Yeah. For sure.
So right then there alone, I mean, fucking practice till you get better. Even slightly marginal, it costs $0. So I would say that alone is huge, and we'll be doing more of that, and possibly on stream practicing and so forth. So if anybody does want to come out, look, we're all about that. I do want to practice, and I know I suck. So if I lose, it's nothing. Sweat. You're not going to kind of stand over me and Rocky Balboa me at the top of the stairs. I don't give a fuck if I lose. So, but if you want to come on and have fun and chill and learn sphere mechanics, whenever I'm on, hit me up and we can do that. Maybe 20, 30-minute sessions or something like that every time I do stream. But I do appreciate your time. I know it's valuable. I know you're constantly coding and doing that, and I know you come in and hang out. And thank you, chat, for not bombarding him when he's in here on his free time, hanging out and watching and just going nuts like it's a fucking Q&A. So thank you for holding some reservations on that as well. But yeah, I'm gonna practice, and I'd love to. Possibly set something up in almost a slight real fashion.
Even if you're not interested in PKing people, just getting in there to build your muscle memory, that's for sure the way to go.
Right.
Teto does have, if you look on the wiki on OverDrive, he does have a suggestion for macros. If I was retraining myself, I would for sure be using those, but
right. You have your own.
I've been in this for 20 minutes or for 20 years, and I can't even.
Right.
I can't even think of switching them up. So.
Right, and that's me. So I've got to find something that works that I'm already used to. So I've got to kind of collaborate with me and myself. But yeah, I dude, anytime you're welcome to come in. You don't have to. You got the Discord. If there's ever any time you want to hang out and be kind of behind the scenes, I can always mute it if you just wanted to hang. I like that, you, Shane, and everyone else kind of comes in and hangs out, and you're comfortable, and that's the way it should be. And then you can kind of get a feel of what's going on outside of uninhibited. So I appreciate your ability to do that and stay neutral. I really like that. And all in all, in the end of the day, dude, you guys got a great product. I know Teto was saying is like the reason Sphere servers fail, it's because there's no content, and you guys have a plethora amount of content coming over with that mirrored shard system. So I'm very excited about that. I mean, at this point, really, the only two things I'm going to be streaming is GTA 5, fucking April 1st, and this server. So I'm going to find out a way to kind of get a happy medium and and we'll go from there. But I do appreciate your time, dude. It's huge, and I hope you guys out there learned something. And if you do have questions, feel free to post them on their Discord. They're pretty there. They're never not there. It's kind of weird. I think they do this full time. And also in passing, guys and girls and everyone in between, we don't genderify here. If you want to be a Buick, fucking A, or Apache helicopter, that's on you. But what I will say here is, if you get a chance, wish Teto a happy anniversary. It was his anniversary yesterday. So if you guys could head over to the Discord and just everyone blast it with happy anniversary. I think it'd be really cool.
Congrats.
I don't know how many years, but mine's been a fucking quarter century, basically. So, and that, Tony, the floor is yours, man. You say your piece before you head out.
Yeah, I just want to thank you for taking the time and, remind you we're on this journey together. What it looks like today might not be what it looks like in a month here. So, if you do get killed, try to stay patient. You're not going to be able to compete with some of the veterans there, and until you get that muscle memory built, going to the pits is all. The dual pods there is all I can suggest for that, and what we've learned today here.
Yeah.
So thank you.
No, dude, thank you. And guys and girls and everyone in between, you guys, thank you for hanging out. We're going to switch over to the house. We're going to set up our macros the proper way. And, maybe you can catch me over the pits. I might head over there for a few. It's what time? It is 4:45. So maybe the next hour I'll be over at the pits, kind of just trying to get things together. So if someone wants to come over and have fun, by all means, I'll be there. Thank you guys for hitting me up and the follows and all that stuff. And for those of you who didn't decide to leave right when I was doing closing statements, we're going to give away I can do 1,000 silver, right? I can give 1,000 away. Like, that's tradable, right? Because I want to do that. Cool. Yeah. So we're going to give away 1,000 silver, which you could use to buy shit. So
do you mean donation coins?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are tradable.
So we're going to go ahead and do 1,000. We're going to give away. I think that's enough to get you an Ethy. Nice. So go ahead in the next 2 seconds here. I'm starting to drink, so I might buy some more. So if you guys hang out for a while, you might make some more fucking chances at winning some donation coins. Welcome to Drunk Ox. So let's get that set up. But Tony, dude, seriously, I do appreciate you, man. You're fucking incredible. And no, I think you can take. Let me see.
I took the invis pods.
Yep.
I don't know if the.
I'm going to show my bag. The greater heals were not mine. I'll put those on the ground. The one lesser was mine. The bags of regs were not mine because I was not a Magerie. Pots. I think everything else was good.
Okay, cool.
Yep, we're good. So we are clean.
Can you
Everyone
stealth out of?
Appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, you can stealth.
Sorry, are you talking to me?
Like, if you use an invis potion, can you stealth out of that?
I believe you have to use an invis pot and then use hiding, and then you can start taking steps to stealth. You can't just use an invis pot and then start walking. No.
Okay.
All right, take care, guys. Have a good day.
Bro. Be well.
See ya.
Great questions. Appreciate it.
All right, let's give away. And I got to pour it back. Nice. Put my fucking bow on him. And then my guy here. All right, there you guys go. Exclamation Dono will get you guys on board. You'll have to meet me at the top of the bank where Beep and Boop cannot fucking touch me and or my things. Fucking shitter. I will be right back. Ultima Online is cool. Great name. Give me a second. I gotta throw away my burrs. Thank you guys. You don't have to be a follower. If you choose to follow, that's great. I fucking appreciate it. We're trying to hit 3K. I'm at 2874. That's my goal. But if not, no big deal. Anybody can win just because you were here. So go ahead and hit that up, and we'll talk soon. Come here, right back. fucking fake. You can't win that shit. Oh. Did Ox kick a chicken? No. Someone would probably just killed a chicken. Hey, Dorian.
What up?
Do you see my helmet?
I hope the horns break off of it.
Gross. You can't show that on stream.
Did you see my helmet, Dorian?
Yeah.
I've got one. I just got to get out of newbie mode, and then I can. I'd happily kill the Bard. You're so mean. Hey, look, it's Shitty Boop over here dead again. I'm a fucking cocksucker. I hate him. Him or her, whoever that piece of shit is.
Pretty sure it's an Apache helicopter.
It's an Apache helicopter.
What other goodies did you score?
Is it on this dude? It's on this dude. Check this out, bro. This is what we got for being on the top 5 streamers. We got a Magician starter pack. Little cool thing.
Which is what?
I've got a skill book. I can build me a character right now. 7 times GM.
What?
How many uses does the skill book have?
Say I think it's a single use.
Okay.
Show me the beetle, please. I've got also, I've got some other cool shit I can show you. I've got a cool special hair dye. I've got a backpack dye, so my backpack looks orange. I have a blessed deed, which I blessed my black cloak. I have a lantern that casts that is this color. 100 recall scrolls, a fucking rune book that does 30 slots.
That's crazy.
Yeah, dude. It's fucking good times, bro. Good
Whatever.
times. Good times.
Stream to win. I'm done.
So good shit, good shit, good shit. Hey Luna, I know you're on here. I wanted to show you my newest project. You want to see? Look, Luna, you and Fake. Not too bad. So it's not done yet. So the thought process here is this is a lantern right here. Fuck, right here. And it's casting light on him. So he has the highlights of like a reddish. And this is a little darker, so if you cut him down the center so it looks as if there's a light actually casted on him. And then look at my birds. My birds are my favorite part. I did blue jays. There's a squirrel. There's a frog right here. and then there's a shroom. So yeah, my favorite one so far. We did that this morning. I'm actually getting better at fucking painting. It's kind of weird. The what now? Of what? Oh, so fuck. Hold on, please. Let me turn this off in Razor.
As far as Dexers go, stealth archers might actually still be strong.
Thanks, Luna.
That's what we were talking about last night, making, because the
so
dude was looking up
let's do it.
To make a whole bunch of like heavy crossbow stealth archers, that would be sweet.
Well, the regular, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, the regular crossbow, if you use the rogue talisman, gets a huge buff.
You can't use that though in PvP though, right?
You can't use talismans in PvP.
Yeah.
And then the miss rate is so bad right now. If they adjust it.
But I'm just saying in general, like.
I mean, 5 guys, 3 or 5 guys is still OP, even if you miss the first time.
Yeah, but I'm saying you could still use that build. Oh, I won.
Z won. Z, come to the
Nice,
bank.
Congrats, Z.
Come to the bank, Z.
Yay. All right, I'll be right there.
You have 5 seconds to accommodate, or we are moving on to the next person.
I'm coming.
Should we do it again? We do another one? We'll do another one later. You're giving away a beetle? Okay, so here's the deal. I'm going to log off this guy, and I'm going to go tame a little bit. So if you hang out while I tame, the minute I get done taming, I'll sell you my beetle. I could technically remove.
You can find one.
I have the beetle.
Oh man, another one. Like, we've been trying to find one for people for a while.
You know where it's at.
Yeah, I mean, they're just on farm because people are selling them in the Discord.
How much are they? How much are they going for?
I've seen random prices, people like 25k or less. I was like, you trading me a potion? Thanks, bro.
I know where one's at. Where are your locations at?
Only one.
That's the only one. There's 2 locations?
That's what he said. I know where they spawn. 2 locations.
Who said 2?
The only other guy that's close to you and taming.
D-Man.
Oh.
All right, let me show you what else I got to do. Hold on.
Yeah.
Why do people drop mark scrolls on the ground? Don't they know that's worth money?
Because you need them to level up. The mark scrolls, they're cranking out tons of them to level up, and people just aren't buying them because you can buy a full book.
No, that's true.
All right, let me True. Z did. And then look, I got this right here, Dorian. The blessed.
Fucking Landon is sweet.
Yep. I'm selling the lantern. 250k. 250k lantern for sale right now.
To get more than that.
I'll give you 1,000 dono coins.
Thing is probably worth 3 million when the shard's like 5 months in.
But here's the
By
thing.
the way,
hold on, I'm not selling
you can buy that lantern.
Not that good.
You can't buy this lantern specifically. This lantern is a Paragon die, and it's only to the top 3 people who got the. There's only 3 on the server. Jimmy, you fucking passed me, bro. You passed me. Oh, there's 5. Sorry. Damn it. I'm trying. Listen, Tony, I'm trying to create a fucking market here, dude. Because I was going to push that thing up to like fucking 1 million. Shit. Tony's going to come in here and be all like honest and shit.
Well, he's about ready to take it away from you. You're getting ready to sell it already. What kind of fucking gift?
No, Imagine how much those 7x skill things are gonna sell for.
Yeah, I wonder what the 7x skill things. I know a couple people were saying that they were gonna sell it. I don't think.
I won't go for a lot because of the restriction on what's on it. If it had those big time ones on it, then it would be like millions.
You're streaming at work? What the fuck, man? I actually go to work. You know what's funny though is I'm gonna have. I got 7 days and I gotta split my time because I'm an active role on GTA 5, so it's gonna go live on the 1st. Listen, don't ugly shame my lantern. That thing is good as fuck. Let me show you. Look at that thing, bro. If you're a Miami Dolphin fan, that shit is fucking on point, bro. That's some good stuff, man. So I haven't gotten a capture in like 10 minutes. You want me to show you guys how to get a capture?
Buy anything?
Just go buy something. Watch, I'll show you. Yeah, but I got 2 hours. Well, Jimmy, you're fucking on point, right? I know. I gotta make my 3rd account, and I might use that skill book. So I just gotta figure out what I want to do. I'm not sure yet. It's like an insta fucking badass character.
Mm-hmm.
0 effort. Just
hiding,
like
stealth,
clickety click.
Snooping.
I don't think it has that on there. But an instant thief? Oh yeah, dude.
Well, snooping takes 20 seconds to
Yeah, you just macro that shit and be done with it.
Yeah, but you're getting free 7x no matter what, so.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. You guys want to see some shit? Watch this. This is the worst decision of my life today, but we're gonna do it. This fucking place. If you guys know what this shit is, this is basically Death on Wheels. Oh, there it is. I knew it was gonna happen. Fuckers! That is mean. But I got backup. And that is why I don't want to give it up for 25k. Look what I would lose. What? 25k for that? I'd be fucked, man. There's no harm, no foul on that, bro.
We were stuck in a blender, and now we're saving lives? You guys led us to this. Thank you.
I slowed down the stream for some endgame content because that last guy was really annoying. Dude, let me tell you something. This fucking server's doing things right. And it's not because Tony's sitting here. It's just because, like, UO is 20 years old. And to do something different is... Mwah. There's nothing out right now. Nothing. I killed that guy, Bootstrap Hill.
I've always wanted to see Ultima Online get completely altered into a way that you'll never play it the same way again.
Yeah, but Outlands has done that, and Forever's done that.
UOX.
Oh god, could you imagine? I want to ask. I didn't ask, and I should have. What does OverDrive mean? Like, why that name? Why was that name picked? Tony, do you know? We're gonna blast through some shit right here. I got you though. I'll get you that D-Man. I'll get you that stuff. What you're looking for, my friend. All right. Oh, that's that fucking Easter Bunny bitch. This guy's kind of a dick. I think I gotta go around here. No, I can't. I gotta go around. Well, hold on. I mean, I know you want it. I know you need it. But how much are you gonna pay for it? Because I've seen you now yearn for it. Someone's out here fighting.
I'd say 25k. That's been the going rate.
But he demands it, so it might be more.
That's why I added the 5k, because usually it's 20.
I think there's a rare tameable that spawns in that area.
What? Excuse me?
Dorian, you're AFK.
Where you're at right now. Oxford.
Yeah.
Like if you go down farther on the island, I think there's near the witch doctor. There's a rare tameable spawn.
What is it?
I think it might be a swamp dragon.
Stop it.
No, there's.
I know where the witch. I know where the witch doctor is. He's in a. He's in a shed. Like
there's no. There is not.
Yeah.
I've already been down here. There's no swamp dragon. Because I come down here to fuck with the bulls.
But
and...
it's like a rare spawn. You have to like kill something, and it like dismounts. It might not even be a swamp dragon. I know there's a really nice rare spawn though.
Really?
Well, they were telling me to kill these silver serpents over there. And
yeah, and then it
there's
spawns
a chance this swamp dragon.
I need to mute you guys. Like I need fucking people over here bothering me right now. Seriously. Like I need. Did I just fucking get that thing one hit, one kill? I fucked that up. I'll do 25k on the blue, yes. Dude, I have a gold wolf that no one else has. I've got a blue and a gold wolf, by the way. Wolves?
What are you selling for 25k?
Blue, beetle. You want in on this, Dorian?
Ambosi's gonna kill you.
Why is Hammy gonna kill me?
Need one on his crafter.
You got a brown and red wolf? Nice!
Hey Dorian, check my screen.
Hello? Hi, Ham.
Hammy, do you need a blue beetle? Because I got someone willing to pay me 25k for the beetle, bro.
You tamed a fucking beetle.
Nice.
And didn't fucking offer it to the guild like Dorian does.
Hold on.
That's day 2.
Shithead, I've had it since day 2. I have offered it, but you still need it. That's what I'm asking you, because UFD man needs it.
I need it for my crafter, yeah.
Well, why do you need it for your crafter? Don't you want a fire beetle?
No, there's no fire beetle.
Yes, there is. We found one.
It's not an actual fire beetle though. It doesn't actually smelt or. It's just a beetle, colored beetle, and it only spawns once a month.
Oh.
Different hue, yeah.
Yeah, we already looked them up yesterday. It's a different color beetle.
Right?
It's rare though. Yeah, that's where it spawns.
It spawns other hues though. That's pretty rare hue.
Hue is like so you need 120 taming just to tame it, and it takes hours to tame apparently.
Yeah.
We were reading it yesterday.
Oh, were you really?
Yeah, because we're trying to figure out where all the other ones spawn, and that's the only place the only one spawns in that one cave that you found, Ox, and then there's one rare one that spawns once a month.
I know some pretty good spawns on here because like when I first started on UO Forever, they slowly just kept dropping like one new tameable rare,
right
every here and there. I don't even know if the spider dungeon's open near Shane.
Are we muted?
It is. No,
Yeah, it is.
they are now. You are now, since we're talking about hidden secrets, fuckers. It is. It's a 15-minute. Where? D-Man, where's the spring dungeon at? That'd be cool to find that, though. Oh, shit. What, Ham? Can you make bows now? Uses GM carved? Yeah, carpenter's not bow crafting, dude. It's Fletcher. Really? Yes. Hi, Lindy. Yes. Yes. Yep. What's it look like to go in? What's in there? Besides PKers. No shit. Almost 78. Huh? 78, boy, let's go! $78. I'm so fucking close to losing my shit, dude. Lindy, how was your day? Hey, tell the boys. April 1st. Really? Hey, what's up, DeGrasse? Taming is, but it's not bad. It's taming. It's fucking taming. So, in the end of the day, it's taming. But I am 78 finally, boys. What can I do at 78? Nothing? Fuck my life?
Fuck your life! Bing bong!
Oh, there it is. QDQ. Dude, so today was massive, bro. Huge. Like, there's a ton. Where are you at? Hold on, I need to see this, guys. Hold on, we're seeing. I won't show it, but I need to see it. Oh, shit. Where's that at? Where's your house at? Nice. What is that? Yes. But it will be soon. It does. What room is that? No. Bro, what the fuck? I need that. I need that. Jesus. Yes. No. That fucking hurt. Not that it matters. Nice. Someone's got the head. Hold on, give me a second, guys. All right, boys and girls, thank you so much for that. I'm glad we got to sit down and do some time with Teto and with Tony. It was good shit. I might be back tonight. I got a couple things that I do on GTA, so I'm going to log off here for now. And we're going to get that taken care of. But you guys, if I do not see you, have a great rest of your weekend, what's left of it. And have a good fucking week until I see you next. But be good to yourself because you're the only person that you can do that to. You can try to be good to other people, but who cares, right? I mean, do it, don't do it. It's up to you. But be good to yourself and take care of yourself. Guys and girls and everyone in between, peace. Be good. No. It's fuck when it's high.